was say wabusu yani ni ko di kiu mu bank ansa na ne nsa ka sika wo de abre no etwem enti fafa ZP so nipa no ebeba direct into the mobile money wallet. What it means is ZPay a licensed mobile money company. You now have the freedom to receive your money transfer from abroad directly into your ZPay mobile money wallet. And ZPay gives you the freedom to cash out from all agents, cash in at agent, online with Visa card, or from any third-party mobile money wallet. You can transfer to all other wallets like MTN, Airtel, Tigo, G-Money, and Vodafone Cash. You can buy airtime for all networks in Ghana and other parts of the world, pay your bills, transfer into any bank account without having to link them. And it's a when it's sign up to the ZPay mobile money wallet simply by dialing *270#, *270#. With ZPay mobile money, there is freedom and no wahala. Your money is safe and secured. This is freedom. Call 0302 905 700. 0302 905 700. His Excellency the Vice President Ababe Kansa Ewo Fidue Yimunti Enchebia Obera Studios. It's your birthday today, Lovina Apia of ADB. Lovina Apia, ADB, happy birthday to you and live to be 94.7 and beyond. We say the Western Region awaits His Excellency for the health walk on Sunday morning at 5:30 a.m. starting from Asempa Hotel. Obi, you are invited. Thank you. That's from Sir Andy or Aseda FM. We know Sekendi Takrade is listening to us via Aseda FM. Edamunyana se Emma Munyana Akwaba Haye Kosi Senso Ewa Asempa 94.7 FM. Enti Monshanen so emfa I said the kind editor me name no the Vice President of the land has joined us in studio. And yenche yeneno ebedi enkomo sisi enti Monshanen so emfa MIA. (045-442-0249-045-442). Your email at donmarcustravels@gmail.com. Now, your Spentex Road near Bachuna Total Filling Station. Don Marcus, I say your reliable travel consultant. And also say a one-on-one interview session. No, the Vice President is in our studios. Consolidated Bank of Ghana is proud to be associated with this segment. Geotech Real Estate, Korean Ginseng Tea, Nails and Locks Enterprise, Federal Blood Builder, and a Rocksters Roofing, HEPA Plus mixture. Omunyana so ebo ye nechi dom ye this segment brem said the medical ya talk my name no your affiliate radio stations across the length and breadth of the country afa interview ye live, and that includes Kesben FM in Kumasi and then Wuntumi FM also in Kumasi, and Sana will call the northern part of the country in Sua. There were quite a number of radio stations also air firing the northern part of the country, including North Star FM, Fela FM, and Dasuma Radio. Apart from the fact that ABC Radio firing was Tamale, Kan FM firing was Salaga, Storm FM in Sonyane, Yewo, and Daswa FM or Japekrum, Oko Wenchi, Iriase FM and a Royal FM. Okwa Komadan, Yewo, Cruise FM, Brekuma Gro FM, Oba Ashanti Regional, PZ Radio, Ewo Boase, Yewo, Ejura FM, and no Neje FM, Ejura, Time FM, or Finso, Adansia FM, Ewo, Asante Achim Agogo. Omunso fa injumedi no live and Obesenko Western Region Asada FM or Takrade and Ochame FM ewo bibieni anua so bekwai. Come through with your messages and let's have an interesting discussion. Said the American Akano, Vice President Airbound, so Honorable Henry Corte, and a buy in Tienche, Yabema Honorable Swakwaba. On Oba Multimedia, ha, you're member of Parliament, because you're on the constituency. In the end, Mobeti on so Enka Sisia. His Excellency, now on my own behalf, Akwaba.
Yeah.
Apomi a dear.
Yamiadum. Echo Boko.
Yet himself for some time now, you've been touring our country, wako the northern part of the country, the Bono area, Ato Bebrina. So far, it is a tour na saying.
Oh, Nyamiadum, Michel Tifionina, Anyamadum Tono Akoye, so far so good. Different regions, okay. So far Mako, the 5 northern regions, Upper East, Upper West, okay. Savannah, Northeast, and the northern region, Yako Bono region, so okay. Okay. Atachi, Oti region, okay. Kakraso, and then Greater Accra, say, okay. Meko Western.
Oh, from Greater Accra, Western region. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but so far, so good. Messaging, no, it's going well. Nipano Omo receiving messaging well, okay. Because I think we hear government in Ayejuma. So FM. Why Juma messaging no and yet difficult and yet ding. So messages are yema nipano and yet idea omobe dream home because umuhu umwanitya said Ghana omampenye President Akufo-Addo government no Ijuma yebeye ama omo so say ye back constituency we ma ye we say need ye feel obi etime hu say ade e wo kan no no cry na say nya no cry no because omo wo ho o say why ye we wo omo nchema na one ya omo behu so ama campaign no much better because it's evidence-based in a sense.
Okay. But the other thing is, I mean, we saw you in 2016 and how you campaigned. The message Ghana for this time around, no, when your opportunity to show what you can do to the Ghanaian people. And moko round Sisiano message ben amodeko. And then I'm more catch Ghana for.
Well, you catch Ghana say, boy, share. 2016, no, it did bonus, so most of it, 80% of our promises have been fulfilled.
80%?
80%, either delivered 100% or we are delivering. Yeah. So, yeah, and delivery track and also it's every promise I am making, and in fact, manifesto launch, we went through a day promising, first part of the manifesto, no?
Yes.
You say, the accounting for our stewardship, and the first part. So, listed promises I am making and whether we've been able to do them or not, what we've been able to do, and list. So, accounting for our stewardship, no, is a critical part of your manifesto. No? So, me bo apro your country ni passe. You see, ye bano, ye be way anyway. When it me that is the first part of the manifesto. Okay. Then the second part now nipa kasano you say we na ya free SHS, planting for food and jobs, the NAPCO, one village, one dam, one constituency, one ambulance. All these new transformational policies are it's worth protecting. Inti my fan dear grow. We have to stay the course because now NDC war abainum no. Most of these things, if not all, so ye mistake na umusamba yebesanko ichiri. So that is the next message. Okay. Then the third part, they say once we protect adia yebeyano, said FSH says no. Beyond that, that is the promises are for the next term. Okay. So then Kasa about the tertiary loans for the students, school, rent allowance loans, and then developing the credit system in Ghana. Said cars, fridges, you see, problem because I just cash in from houses to cars to whatever. Yes. So we had most advanced nations credit system so this term you started putting in place building blocks ebema credit system no ayejuma intina national ID card any digital addresses any mobile money interoperability so that obia bewo bank account or mobile money accounts say almost the same as a bank account, and so because of mobile money interoperability, so the sani mean to next term then the credit we would get the credit system na ebejuma so that national ID card that is what we will need to give you yebama loan no na batumako university because even in baby out because the digital address number or start juma sa national ID number no ebeye tax identification number next year all of the 15 million national ID card. So you build this system no said credit system so that you bet nipa loans, rent advance loans, tertiary institutions loans, lease vehicles for drivers and all of that. So can't what we want to do, housing, low income housing and all of that, so that nipa ben hu say ampa mo vote man na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo any MPP still omo ejuma omo be ye na dimfaso abre obia wo man.
Vice President Edin Komo, let me inform you listeners now say we're also live on the Joy News channel on Multi TV, the Pulse Jumedia or Joy News on Multi TV, fire interview live, Joy FM fire live, Adom FM fire live, Sanso and Uko Kumasi sister radio stations in Shra FM and Love FM and so fire Jumedia live, Intermotion and so MIA, all our online platforms firing and in social media platforms including Asempa FM's Facebook page Okoha Ubetimi Ashayan live into Munina Munshan and so MIA. We just started and Afena Yashe Asia. First question Edema His Excellency and the tour wako so far and the kind of message or the Emma His Excellency who can be say more achieve 80% of your campaign promises.
Yes, delivered or delivering. Right.
The opposition thinks that is overly exaggerated, and they make the point say offer bibi to say one village one dam. The promise was specific say Ghana for Traba mamo say your mamo 4 years you would make sure say every village in the northern part of the country in Enya dam. as we speak, more around 560. That cannot be said to be a promise delivered. In the to me,
the manifesto tracker no more. That comes under delivering. And can say delivered. Say it's being delivered. We are delivering. So far we have about 435 one village one dams and these were 435 dams are not in so for a village or a group of villages umunya sa dam no because one time in more areas are one village one dam no mfaso, but critical areas were in the north especially where and so a serious problem. So one village one dam no so we've started. So we started with 435. The next phase of dams will also come in and we'll go. So Yaka say we are delivering. Yaka say we have finished delivering. So it's still consistent with our assessment, and it's part of the 80% of delivering or delivered.
And I believe you've heard what a former president in was our dams. Fortunately, Munina moved the northern part. Or say this is not what the people of the northern region expect. And dam.
You see, Okobole, the constituency, I will say about 10 dams. Or say who dams, no. But that means he's not touring his own constituency. And Bole, say,
constituency.
Oh, yes, well, 10 dams. And I think there was a Ghana GTV program on a normal call ball, and they interviewed people, and they were so happy with the dams. The chiefs me call toy, I am feeling they are almost praising government, Bob government abaso say. But dams boaomo yemfa mombra. We will say dams is part of a three-pronged strategy in terms of water availability for farmers. Three-pronged strategy, First one, one village, one dam. And then I see dams across, at the moment, you see 10 per constituency. So small dams for cattle, for washing, for use in different things, building, and for irrigation. One dam can irrigate 5 hectares. So if you take the 500 and so dams we are doing, that's over 12,000 hectares, right? Ghana Hengina, the irrigable public land that we have is 12,980 hectares. The whole of Ghana.
The whole Ghana.
Yes. The one village, one dam, if you add the irrigable land they can irrigate, it's about amount that exists currently. So it's not small. The second strategy in Nayawano is to rehabilitate dams like Tono, Via, Bontanga, and so on. The medium scale dams, which we are doing. Tono has gotten its first rehabilitation in 40 years. And we visited Tono just recently. So you have that second phase. Then the big one is the Pwalugu Dam. Pwalugu Dam, not the Pwalugu multi-purpose dam. And it will be the largest investment in northern Ghana since independence. Almost $1 billion is going in there. We're doing flood control. Ever control the Bagri Dam flooding every year.
Yeah, but no, Mako cut a sword. But we've not seen work commence.
Work has commenced, but they were waiting to do the earthworks. Water na aban me call recently. So I'm so now air tunnel. Just because there were floods there, and to do the earthworks, machines no contractors no almost was site but they want the water to obey. Not almost started a human earthwork, but the site, the clearing has been done, the camp has been put in place, and they are ready to move with the work. But almost say and so now air ton and a flood in no one to mean say human say but Yamea domain chebia they will say. But if you have the Pwalugu dam, it will irrigate another 12,000 plus hectares, flood control and electricity. So we have a 3-pronged strategy for agriculture in northern Ghana. I pursue the multi-purpose Pwalugu Dam, the Tono, Bontanga, via those sorts of the medium-scale ones, and then the one village, one dam. So commercial agriculture is taken care of, subsistence agriculture is taken care of, household ningina. So is part of a strategy. Unfortunately, your mama doesn't understand it. Clearly. Even in his own constituency, he doesn't appreciate the 10 dams that have been done. He doesn't even know they exist. I think, he's clearly, if he says he hasn't seen any, that means he doesn't know they exist in his own backyard.
But if I am like John Mahama, maybe I'm in some village be in any of the northern regions. Na me be see on sa promise na mo yen eto aba mamo. And I recall say time I promise nearby, Dr. Mustafa Hamid made the point say so mo your calculation in the 3 northern regions then now bear 5,000 plus villages.
Yes.
It is one of these villages now in 4 years minimum who damn because out of 5,000 that's a more less than 500.
Let's say 10%. You see, but from independence and 10%, and can say we. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, because you would have finished it. You see what I mean? So if in one term we have 10%, then because Rome was not built in a day. And yes, sir. So you start take a over time. It will cover everybody. And yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we are doing it. And so one village now what you said, this other village has got it. Also be hope say enche also do 10. So and we are being responsible.
I listened to the history behind Sa Promise, and I think from the Minister of Special Development Initiative said now only cabo will be na mo say e ma bi to
you call Upper West and na me say nipan en tiase wo hona nsuo ni ho a o village uninso a FM say na ye bo your campaign or Upper West na ye two old women be and na omo two dam omonsa na omo di ye sa ejuma no omo two from say omo be create place a unso be to egu ho that I mean yet na me see and stop it na ye no mo kobo nkomo all women were among many of them, so mo kobo nkomo na ye fi ho no me say there's got to be a better way, to do this. We can provide these villages, these small dams. It will be much better, say, than what these people are trying to do with their bare hands, just to get water. And the idea, started at that place. And yamiadum yetimiaye and eboni papa.
When you go back now, the year with these dams, you're satisfied. Say that challenge you saw has been addressed.
Oh, very satisfied because in fact that now me were know of me called the boya me free the boya na insono ato me free the boya ko damango so me free the boya na some family be insono toy na egu form no ono di omontare aba ebo hohoro right.
Oh, really?
In the small
dam.
No, in your dam.
Okay.
In your dam, and so ato just on the side of the road.
Okay.
Now, and so ato now, so water no are collecting, and they just came right there. Say, "Omobe you see sa water no." As you see, omuniama. Let me say, wow, these people, omunya small dam. It would have been, much. So water no.
Okay.
Let's not. Underestimates the importance of water to place people who don't have water or access to water, dry season especially, is so important, especially up north. So me call adia me huno my satisfied. One MP, I can't me say, dams, you know, I win an election, I'm no dada.
Oh, really?
10 dams, I the constituency, you know, or can't me say, oh, time, see, dear, I win the election, yeah, man.
Eddie Amano. Aye. Oh, yeah, MPP, MP, and
aye, oh, yeah, MPP, MP. You see, so men can't share more constituency, no.
Okay. Yeah, as part of your tour of the northern part, no, who visited some other project. Looking back, also there is this debate about projects, no, they are in a signature project, they are also a community-based project. In the northern part of our country where you come from, and Amono, can you beat your chest and say, yeah, this signature project in the north?
I think here the most important project here in the north since independence, a Pualogu Dam project.
Okay.
Is the biggest investment. So we're drawing books no more since independence.
Okay. As I watch it.
Government be by say Pualogu Dam. But we're here as a signature project, and in Ebeda number 1. So there's no doubt about that. Pualogu Dam, no, it's clear. Government, but for any government since independence, there's no investment seen Pualogu Dam, you know, and it's something that is for the country. It's something that we just and all of that. So very pleased with that signature project. And a confirmed type of project, no. Sada type of project. So Usha North, Honor, Legacy, me call North, me bisa me call constituency bia, me call me bisa what is the legacy of Sada? Savannah accelerated. Pointed out just after almost spending $100 million, no? One project, just Baku, in any of the 57 constituencies. Just every constituency be bisa. Just pointed out Baku just one project after spending $100 million. Just one, no. So this is what Sada did after 8 years. You know, Omuntimin pointed out one.
Obiantimi more one project.
Just one.
From Sada.
And
also any
there is none. Also, I confirm no more to Burkina. Trees no emotion. So only one. Just one. The whole of the 57 regions. 57 constituencies. Just one signature project. One, even not signature. One project. One project. Usha said the Northern Development Authority by Noah. There's no constituency, none. Aobeko in the 5 northern regions are signature project or project. The same Middle Belt Development Authority. Say yamfa only the northern development, the Middle Belt, any coastal. Yes. So the same as Middle Belt. Middle Belt. There's no constituency on your project. There's no constituency in coastal that on your project. In fact, development authorities there's no constituency in Ghana. And then on your project. Whoa. It's very, very amazing. And that is a major difference, Obi, between yen and in terms of infrastructure provision, na adia NDC because many constituencies in 8 years, adia MPP NDC 8 years, uko Gonja North, uko Zabzugo, uko Tatalea, they struggle to find the projects in 8 years.
But there would be some communities and then so they will tell you
yes, but of course it's possible. Okay. But you can say districts. I'm talking about districts. Or constituencies. Okay. There's no constituency now that you can there's none that can say a project and English, but English here.
Yes.
Yes. You know, under NDC, what projects were there? Any under MPP, they can show you many projects under MPP. And it's a simple thing. So that is where you see the impact of development at the district level, at the constituency level. Any green book assem. So we ask people, say, there are so many constituencies and districts who develop. I went to Banda the other day, and that is a problem.
Baba, it is these same projects, and Mokretics Akase. These are not what you call project. These are, for example, one-seater toilet. Those are not projects you should be boasting about.
And sometimes the mentality of our people, when you get into government,
Asempa FM.
Because you belittle things and you belittle problems. Nipawo. Say, villager na only toilet. Dear helper. Utimako toilet bushmo na wawako cow. It happens all the time. Toilets me cook we are boa pro na ye boa pro no. Ye cook village after village. One of the biggest demands in many of the villages say yepe toilet, yepe borehole, yepe electricity. Those were the key demands. So uba baimwa. So we share a manifesto 2016. You say water for all, toilets for all. Because it's responding to a need via ewo. You see, so toilet. It means you go to open defecation, so it will health consequences. In the 8 years of the MDC government, the number of communities that are almost open defecation free was about 440 communities. Right?
440
communities. In 4 years under MPP, 4,700 communities have been declared open defecation free. Just look at it. 8 years, 440. 4 years, 4,700 communities have been declared open defecation free because you are investing in sanitation. You're investing in all these toilet facilities across to be able to get that declaration that you're doing. And these are very, very important. These projects cannot be belittled. We are doing the big projects, by the way. And yet, we are not doing the big projects, the interchanges. We are doing more interchanges in the first term than any government in the history of this country. In our first term, we've started.
You've heard the narratives around those interchanges, that these are projects you inherited.
Which one?
For example, the Tema Motorway Interchange project.
Well, no,
it was an inherited
It wasn't an inherited project. No. How can you... Obi, wait here. It doesn't make sense. We negotiated the Tema Motorway interchange project. We took it
effort from the previous government.
Well, I think that they were looking to the World Bank to get some money for a flyover in Tema. It isn't the same project. We went to Japan. We got the negotiation. We came to Parliament, passed the thing, and I cut the sword, by the way, for Tema interchange. So it is there. Of course.
Obechibilamte,
it was negotiated and started this year. Yes, I think this year that we started Obechibilamte. Yes, and it is ongoing. Tamale interchanges, part of the Sino-Hydro facility. I think the Pokwasi was negotiated before we actually came into office, but we started this construction started. I think when we came into office, I think it was negotiated just before we left office. But we have continued with the project, and it is coming to fruition. And you know, Takrady, I just cut the Takrady PTC interchange. Sordono. The Nungwa is also going to come along. So we have started a lot of these major projects, and so.
And to be clear, Your Excellency, for the Tema Motorway interchange, you can say exclusively this government's project.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, we believe that it is our project. Of course, there was a flyover that NDC wanted to do.
Okay.
And my understanding is that they were doing this with the World Bank.
Okay.
But this is, I think, a grand facility from Japan.
From Japan.
Right. And the Minister for Roads and Highways went to Japan and actually negotiated it and came back. We took it to Parliament, passed it, and I went and cut the sword for the project to start, and it has started. So I don't know what other claims other people will have, but at the end of the day, it is for Ghana anyway. So
it's for Ghana, of course.
so people can claim whatever they want, but it is for Ghana. Yeah.
Negotiations.
Well, as far as I am aware, that is the case. That we completed the negotiations. We took it to Parliament. We got it passed in Parliament. Completed the commercial transaction, and you know, I don't think I cut the sword for that one. But you know, we cut the sword for it, and it started in our term.
So you can exclusively claim credit for that. Pokwasi, you admit, say,
no, Pokwasi was an AFDB finance project that was, I think, completed in terms of the negotiations were completed before we came into power. There's no doubt about that in my mind that it was the negotiations for that was completed.
But
we have done. Yeah.
And a Takrady PTC, I know a Sino-Hydro project.
That's right.
They
are both Sino-Hydro projects.
Okay. And the last time I called Tamale, you visited the interchange.
It's going very well.
Tamale Diano.
I call very well. I think it's 40% plus complete.
40%.
Yeah, plus complete, and it's coming very well. It's going to be a major. Again, it's a signature thing in the north that we have done. It's the first interchange five northern regions. It's just like first interchange in Western region, PTC interchange. You know, so we are bringing major things, and so. It will go forward.
The morning show host on Joy recently echoed Pualugu because of floods near Kosuo, and on some of the guys are now Juma on the Pualugu multi-purpose dam in Komo, and they made the point. I think I may share a report on Joy News. Say the same contractors was Juma on the interchange project. Is that true?
Well, it's Sino-Hydro.
Okay.
So Sino-Hydro is doing the interchange in Tamale.
Okay.
And Sino-Hydro is the same company also doing
the Pualugu
Dam.
Okay.
Yes, that is true.
Okay. And they would have to finish one before they do the...
No, they are a major company. They are doing not only the Tamale interchange, they are also doing the Takrady PTC interchange. So they can do many projects at the same time. And they have different contractors, and also I'm sure they will subcontract and all of that.
Okay. So Sino-Hydro as a company is doing the Pualugu Dam, but the funding for Pualugu Dam in free Sino-Hydro. We are looking at all of that at the moment. But we believe the barter arrangement was about 2 billion. 2 billion, yes.
Yes. So we the first phase of Sino-Hydro, we are using around 647 million of that 2 billion. Right. So we have been discussing whether, for example, we should look at Pualugu as one of the beneficiaries of this in terms of realigning it. But it's the discussion that is ongoing.
And so far from Sino-Hydro, a little over 600 project.
That's right.
From Sino-Hydro.
That's right. Yeah. But it's very important, Obi. Okay, say Kwaji Sino-Hydro facility. It was a facility was new. It's not been done before. Even China, such a program before. So it was something that was new. Nana Akufo-Addo smart me na me call China.
One I'll call it.
Me na me call na me call kanchiro say. Ye per se build a lot of infrastructure, but ye per se we use a bauxite. So that we build an integrated aluminium industry. Na itimia export sa bauxite in the form of alumina or aluminium. Na yenye sikanoa na idia tuyo moka, but first omumbe build sa infrastructure nyina $2 billion, and then after that then ye betma started by that time ye a bauxite integrated industry na yetimia tuyo moka. Na it wasn't immediately accepted. I mean, I think they told us that we will discuss it further, and then we continued discussing it. But as usual, NDC say 419 in Embasso Sanomukai, but we persisted, and then we have seen tangible benefits. From the Sino-Hydro facility, Jasikando do Pepesu Road, El Koso, as we speak, Tamale Interchange, Cape Coast Inner City, Sunyani Inner City Roads, Accra, Kumasi, Ninginawom, Dodowa, Adenta, the dual carriage is coming. Ninginawom is benefiting all of us. Whoa. So the usual is a hoax. It's a hoax. Argument, your opponents, they've been proven to be wrong on this matter.
The other thing, and still speaking about infrastructure, the relationship with Sika Aba Abayno Ensem. For example, say Oshe current figures from the Bank of Ghana, BBI national debt stock, akwa and Ubia Oye. Privy to the current figures, and I was reading from the Summary of Economic and Financial Data, September 2020 from the Bank of Ghana, and it says current public debt in US dollar terms, $46.3 billion US dollars. In Ghana cedi terms, 263.1 billion Ghana cedis. The percentage of GDP, that's around 68.3, and even where you're rebased, into say, and yeah, rebased now maybe it would have been more. Even with the rebased, we are inching closer to 70%, and that's more like HIPIC zone. Say, share all these Sikaba, Bino, and Semua in terms of your debt stock, Esroa, Akona. Is it commensurate with project Amaye Ediama Ghana for?
Well, Obi, I think it is very, very commensurate. The debt stock and the debt matter that you're looking at. No, I think that you have to put it in perspective. We have managed the debt very well. Ghana's debt, in fact, extremely well in the circumstances. We've done very, very well, and I have to thank the Bank of Ghana and the Ministry of Finance said they manage your debt now. Because if you don't look at it in the broader perspective, you may get some misleading analysis. Say your debt stock now. When you look at the growth of the debt stock, we were very concerned from 2009 going, said the rate of growth of the debt stock was enormous. And it was putting so much pressure on interest rates.
FM.
It was putting on so much pressure and the general macro stability of the country. But so Ushia, you look at the increase in the debt stock from 2008 to 2012, 267% increase in the debt stock. From 2012 to 2016, 243% increase in the debt stock.
Yes.
Right? And then you look at from 2016 to 2019, 76% increase in the debt stock. So the rate of increase of the debt stock has come down very significantly.
But that is you looking at percentages.
Oh,
I mean, as a lay person, the nominal figures.
No, but when you are doing economics, you're doing relationships, right? So you're looking at flows interacting between different sectors of the economy.
Yeah.
And so the percentages actually are what matters.
But what will pay back, no? And the nominal figure, not the we don't pay back in percentage.
So just relax, kakra. So if you look at the rate of increase in the debt stock, it has slowed down completely. It has really, not completely, but it has really slowed down significantly. Then you look at the rate of growth of the debt to GDP ratio. The debt to GDP ratio, if you look at between 2008 and 2012, the debt to GDP ratio increased by 49%. Between 2012 and 2016, it increased by 19%, right? And between 2016 and 2019, it increased by 3.9% if you exclude the financial sector bailout, or 9.3% if you include the financial sector bailout. But in any case, even if you include the financial sector bailout, you see a major reduction in the growth of the debt to GDP ratio as well. So in terms of, and then at the end of the day, when you are in doubt, you always look at the fundamentals, you see, because if your debt stock is growing uncontrollably, it will reflect in the movement of interest rates in the country. Isn't that the case? Yes. So what has been happening during the period of the NDC, right, when they were increasing the debt stock by this rate, you saw interest rates going up. You see, you saw the exchange rate depreciation taking place. You saw inflation going up, right? In our context, first of all, we were using about 6.9% of our GDP to pay interest at the end of 2016. 6.9% of our income to pay interest. Right? As at the end of last year, we're using 5.7%. So even though the debt stock nominally has gone up, you are using less as a proportion of your income to service the debt, because we have sort of looked at, moving the debt more to a longer dated format than the shorter dated format that we're in. So we've elongated the yield curve as far as the debt stock is concerned. So we are able to bear the burden of that debt. We are, instead of paying 6.9% of our GDP in debt service, which used to be the case, we are paying 5.7% of our GDP in debt service, which is really much, much better. You see, so you look at that and you say, yes, we are managing that debt much better. Of course, Obi, of course, I mean, the debt stock has increased for a number of reasons, and we cannot, hide from it. When the NDC left office, they had negotiated power purchase arrangements. How much? 60% of what they had negotiated, we didn't need. So we're left with excess capacity charges, close to $1 billion a year for power we don't produce. There's not much we can do. The financial sector bailout has cost this country about 21 billion. Financial sector, 21 billion. Now we face the situation. Do you say you won't pay? Banks, savings and loans, microfinance, or do you pay? You don't have a choice. You pay the depositors. There were only 4.6 million depositors. Na omusika aka. Banks, savings and loans, and microfinance. So, 21 billion Ghana cedis. We had to find the money to pay. Wow. So you have all of this major infrastructure that we are also doing in this. So the debt stock, yes, in nominal terms has gone up. We are managing it very, very well. And the macro impact, you're not just looking at what does it mean. Does it mean inflation has gone up? No, it doesn't mean inflation has gone up. In fact, inflation has been coming down. Does it mean interest rates have gone up? No, it doesn't mean interest rates have gone up. They've been coming down. Does it mean the exchange rate is depreciating faster? No, it doesn't mean the exchange rate is in fact depreciating by 50% less than what we had under the NDC. And in fact, Obi, this year is the most amazing thing has happened, notwithstanding COVID and everything that this economy is going through as we handle COVID. The exchange rate depreciation so far this year is around 2%. Annual depreciation, 2%. It's amazing.
Is it not because COVID, a lot of activity in the system name?
Well, the same thing will apply to many other economies. But we are looking at relative performance of Ghana, and we are one of the best performing currencies against the dollar right now. So it's not because everybody is feeling the impact of COVID, but I think Bank of Ghana has managed this very well. Their introduction of forward sales has really helped in reducing uncertainty in the market. And there's a lot more confidence with the management of the economy, and that confidence is translating also into the foreign exchange market.
The work back to nominal figures in common and and for example, Ghana ni layperson, na share data na so share between even June 2019 to July 2020. That's just a little over 1 year. Now, share the increment in the debt stock, public debt, in June 2019, now a 204 billion Ghana cedis. July 2020, a 263.1 billion Ghana cedis. So your percentage to GDP, June 2019, now a 58.5%. Under 1 year, a jump because 68.3%. Into we are almost inching closer to 70, and we are rebased figures.
No, Obi, the point that you are making is completely understandable. But when we say we have reasons why the debt stock, nominal terms, has gone up. All this financial sector rescue that we are doing is part of the debt stock.
But that's 21 billion. One other 1 billion.
No, but that is annual dollars.
Yes.
Right? A billion is almost 5 billion cedis, right? So if you are looking at annually, even if you look at 3 years, that would be 15 billion, right? So if you are saying that you've increased the debt stock, but we know why the debt stock has increased. A lot of the reliefs we've given for COVID and all of that, we've had to take the shock. But that is fine. Once the president has said, we know how to resuscitate an economy. What we don't know is how to bring back lives. So we will protect the lives and livelihoods of Ghanaians, and then we will manage the economy in terms of getting back to the path of the fiscal consolidation after the year. So when we say when we went to Parliament, the Minister for Finance, Okoye, it was clear that COVID is going to result in a fiscal deficit of about 11%. Under the fiscal responsibility law, we were hoping to do less than 5%. But the nature of COVID, it's not just Ghana. Many countries have had to abandon their fiscal responsibility laws. Otherwise, we couldn't have cushioned the people from COVID. So, Scientina, increase the deficit to 11 point something percent this year. But we know why it has gone up, and so we know how to bring it back down. And so we've done it. The first 3 years we've done it. So yes, the increase, we don't have a choice. We have to pay people their deposits, right? You can say the debt to GDP ratio will go up as a result. That is fine, but you cannot say to people that because the debt to GDP ratio will go up, we will not pay you. The deposits are Aka banks more and Aka savings and loans. It's a cost to the economy, and we are going to absorb it and manage it better. We will grow much faster after this.
Maybe some final question on this near other areas. Will it be fair to ask you, said said you ubusa NDC for in 2016. I remember one of your very famous public lectures. Say we share omo project and omo kaso omo ye nyina. Okay, cost ni bomu ana isi 7 billion. You remember? And ubusa omo famously say the rest of sika umanya in loans or procure any debt sika no ewo hin. And you use that popular phrase they've used it for consumption. Will it be fair say answer ubusa our question? I said project awoka se maye no saying no,
I think it is fair to ask about the use of funds generally. I think the accountability is there. Our question on Omokanchina say young parliament because loans nina parliament and the parliament approve. That was the answer they gave to us. But we can of course we have the data to show said what has been done and what has resulted in the increase in borrowing. I've been talking to you about why we've had to borrow increasingly because of COVID, because of all these huge capacity charges they've left us with, and because of all the infrastructure we've had to do. Banking sector rescue has been a major part of this story. And it's going well so far. And we don't have a problem explaining what we have used the money for, and we are very comfortable.
Did we borrow to deal with COVID?
Well, of course, for example, the IMF. For example, we took a facility from the IMF as a part of the COVID response plan. I think that's almost $1 billion.
Yes.
So yeah, it's part of it. But you want to look for resources when you have this major shock in your economy, a global pandemic, and you need the resources to fund the cushioning that you are doing, because at the same time you need to protect the people. Your revenues have come down, growth has come down, and so you borrow to take care of the gap, and then you know that is a temporary situation, and then by next year, God willing, you are out of this, and you get back to the trajectory of fiscal consolidation that you were on. But I'm very, very optimistic about the future of this country. We've had to protect the people. We have protected the people. We've provided free water. We've provided free electricity. And in this very difficult situation, we've done things for the health workers and so on. And we have had to do it. And we will really make no apologies for that. In the meantime, even Chancellor Angela Merkel, Kaya, say for now we will throw out this whole issue of macroeconomic statistics and think about people's lives. Even Germany, Germany, the most strict fiscal managers of any economy in the world. That's Germany. They said for way the infant na nipa asset in them and make sure we can save the jobs and save livelihoods and save lives. And sana but in terms of COVID management, who say Ghana is being touted as one of the best managers of COVID in the world. Almost say the number 6 in the world at the last that I saw, and it is through all that we are doing, and so yes, there is a cost to it, but it is important to bear the cost to save our economy, to save lives, to save livelihoods, and to build for the future.
My share other areas, maybe your banking sector clean up later on. More Omusika came near, then I would come back to this issue, but to other areas. And here, protecting the Ghanaian people, security is very important. We are chairman of the police council, we are chairman of the armed forces council. The ECOSO in the Volta region and OT regions, Western Togoland, Sansan, you should be a worried man.
When deciding how and when to safely return to the workplace, you need to be informed. That's why IBM Watson helps you prioritize employee safety with Watson Works, a set of AI-infused capabilities. Let's put smart to work. Visit IBM.com/WatsonWorks to learn more.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president. and I approve this message.
Our current president has failed in his most basic duty to the nation. He's failed to protect us. He's failed to protect America. And my fellow Americans, that is unforgivable. As president, I'll make you a promise. I'll protect America. I will defend us from every attack, seen and unseen, without exception, every time.
Paid for by Biden for president.
Hey, Prime members, join in on the Prime Day fun and spend $10 at Whole Foods Market, in-store or online now to get $10 on Amazon for Prime Day, October 13th through 14th. Terms apply. Head to WFM.com/Prime Day to learn more.
Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber,
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber. Signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Touch-free QR code payments. No seller fees until 2021. Not applicable to PayPal Here transactions. Other fees may apply. Shop safe with PayPal.
The football season is here, and you can track the latest news, odds, and information at betonline.net. And while stadiums won't be full, game action will be loaded. Which players will step up to lead their team? Is there still a home field advantage? Will offense or defense dominate these early weeks of the season? Follow along at betonline.net as the top teams in football begin their journey to Tampa. Available online or your mobile device. Check out the site today. Bring the game home at betonline.net.
From faulty breakers to broken windows to leaky pipes, roofs, and water heaters, homes and businesses around the country can't work until the pros do. That's why Lowe's created credit programs that work for pros. With everyday 5% savings on eligible purchases, plus through October 31st, 60 days promotional financing on your Lowe's business account or extended terms on eligible account receivables. Learn more in-store or online at lowesforpros.com. Putting money back in your pocket. Just one more reason Lowe's is the new home for pros. Subject to credit approval, U.S. only.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see you practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
A better tomorrow starts today with Wendy's breakfast. A tomorrow that says bake-can, not bake-can't. Where fresh eggs reign like opportunity. Honey butter goodness is spread. And the Frosty is chinoed. At Wendy's, we don't ask what tomorrow holds, but rather, what will you hold tomorrow? Will it be the breakfast Baconator or the honey butter chicken biscuit? No matter what you choose, tomorrow's looking good.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
I think, Obi, the Koso war on this criminal behavior in the Volta region. I think all Ghanaians should be worried. And all Ghanaians should be worried because we are a very peaceful nation. In fact, the most peaceful nation in West Africa on the Global Peace Index. And we've been independent since 1957. And generally, Ghana has not been a place where you would find these sorts of issues coming up. Mm-hmm. Whoa. But recently, you've heard people talking about, say, Ghana is not truly Ghana, and we should. Obi.
Oh, Ebi Kasa.
Say we should, and I want to understand. Where they are, that's why I think this gets criminal, because the history doesn't support Ansema Omokano, because here called independence. There was a plebiscite to this for the people of the then Western Togo. Say Omobe decided whether they want to join Ghana or not. The people included people in Ho, I think the Pando area, Buem, Krachi, Gonja, Mampusi, Dagomba. No more, yeah. Omotusa plebiscite, no. I think that was 1956. And once that finished, there was a majority in favor of joining Ghana. And in the legislature, no, there was a discussion of so what type of Ghana are we going to have, a unitary Ghana or a federalist Ghana? I think at that time Nkrumah favored a unitary Ghana. The NLM at that time favored a federalist Ghana. But the debate took place in Parliament and the vote took place, and we opted for a unitary Ghana. So at that time, the boundaries of Ghana were determined. In fact, most of the southern voter was not part of the plebiscite. Most part of the Anlos and all of that, they were not part. They were all in the Gold Coast. So the area today, we see Western Togolanda, it must be a figment in your imagination. It does not exist. The Mampusis are part of Ghana. They have not expressed any interest in going in anywhere. The Gonjas are part of Ghana. They have not expressed any interest in going anywhere. The Oti people are part of Ghana. They have not expressed any interest of going anywhere. So where is this figment of Western Togoland? Where is it? Is it suspicion? Is it Ho? Oh, yes, suspicion. Okay. Is it Ho? Or some people in Ho, or some people in, Kando or Peve, where so you just want to carve out Ho out of Ghana or Peve out of Ghana and make it a country, because it's a figment of the because there's no legal basis for those sorts of claims.
For those demands.
Yeah, there's no legal basis. So Usha is criminal. And so Ghana must come together. We are one country. This is not a political party matter. We are one country. We are different peoples in one country. And the land of Ghana is determined. There's no issue about losing 1 inch of the land of Ghana, across. It's already determined. So there is a clear situation that we have, and some criminals are trying to misrepresent history and engage in criminal activity. And so what you are seeing, the attacks you're seeing, are nothing but criminal activity. And from that point of view, all of us should be worried, and we should do everything, and we will do everything that we can to
security analyst Biaka said this is a failure. The leadership of this country have failed to protect the Ghanaian people as far as this issue is concerned.
Well, I think that, from where I sit, I know that the security agencies are doing a lot. It's not everything that we can say on air.
Okay.
But I am very confident and comfortable with the work and the reports that the security agencies have. In fact, they foiled things that could have been worse already. And we cannot, it's not everything that we can come out, can say, but Omo Yejuma. But we need to support them more.
Reactive,
it's not all. Of course, if somebody plans to attack a bus and you are not aware of it, you don't get the intelligence in time. Before you know it, they've attacked the bus. But I think there's been some good intelligence work taking place, and we've seen some work. If we're going to have to even double and triple the effort, but we've invested a lot in the security services since we came into office, and they've done quite a bit, both the police and the army, in terms of vehicles, in terms of ammunition, in terms of conditions of service, and so morale generally is very high. We've invested in a lot of intelligence equipment and so on, and so we're going to have to do more, because it's a live situation that that we are dealing with now on a minute-by-minute basis, and they are deploying the resources as we speak into these areas. So we're going to continue to do well, and I know that the directions of the president are quite clear in terms of dealing with this, and the military, police, national security, they are all focused on this matter. No, in Nyamiadum, we in Ghana need unity. This is not a partisan matter. We need unity across all regions, across all tribes, across all religions. We need to talk and provide necessary intelligence as and when it is available to the security services, so that we can act, so that we can protect our country. We are an envy in this part of the world, in Africa. Ghana, our democracy, our peace is the envy of Africa, and I think that we shouldn't allow a few criminals to come and jeopardize, because what they are looking for doesn't exist. It's a figment
in
of
the
in
the abiding opening put to say negotiations with
with criminals. On what basis? Then it will be open to many things. Tomorrow it will be tomorrow you will go somewhere and some group will get up and say, the northern territories have to also be somewhere else because we didn't, and then someone else will. It's
not going to happen. Negotiations will not happen.
With who? These criminals? It's not. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So what we need is intelligence, and we will try to deal with this.
The NDC's national chairman said, "We do not want to believe that the inaction of the president and National Security Council is deliberate and calculated at achieving a sinister political motive, including the suppression of votes in NDC strongholds. There is already sufficient apprehension caused by these events that suggest complicity of officialdom to cause fear and human insecurity in that part of the country. And that will be used as a justification for an intimidating security presence, the type of which was witnessed during the voter registration exercise only a few months ago." What reaction to it?
Well, unfortunate. When the country faces a threat, we expect all political parties to leave politics aside and kabum aye ejuma and protect the country. But any opportunity we offer now say politics and look for political advantage in that issue. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. We won an election in 2016. When they were in office, we didn't need to suppress votes in their strongholds. They were in office. We winning election by over 1 million votes. Over 1 million votes. And in fact, if truth be told, I think that our performance in government has even put us in a better position than we were in 2016 as far as the politics is concerned. So there's no need to try to play games and try to suppress strongholds and so on. There is no need for that at all. So people should understand that we are all one country. We have one destiny. We are one people. We may be different tribes, but we are one people. And we should just come together and support our security forces to deal with this criminal activity.
Ekosi saying Sempa 94.7 FM live on Joy FM, on Adom FM, on Joy News on Multi TV, on Adom TV, on Love FM in Kumasi and Inshra FM in Kumasi, and over a dozen affiliate radio stations across the length and breadth of Ghana, including Kesben FM in Kumasi and Awuntumi TV in Kumasi as well. Omunyina FI in Jumedie live. Mene Vice President of the Republic, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and AD and Komo, touching on a myriad of issues in our country. Still many more issues to deal with. There is this big promo on home appliances. home appliances. In the TNE, mame. Galaxy 240 bottom freezer fridge. Na 1,690 and a year tono 1,390. Na you assign the free Nasco gas stove account. Galaxy 640-liter side-by-side fridge. Na a 4,999 and a year tono 3,999. Yasiama free Nasco 3 burner gas stove at the account. Yawo Nasco 1.5 HP air conditioner. Na ye ton 1,599 and a Yateso air ton 1,499. Yabesia chow free bracket and installation in ya de pay also free. Nasco 2.0 HP air conditioner. Na a 2,299 and a year ton 2,099. Yabesia ma free bracket and installation. Nasco 6 burner gas cooker with oven. Na a 1,699 and a year ton 1,399 plus free Nasco rice cooker. And Niomano Edos, Nina to say who Edos papa men Canada. Other TVs, air conditioners, fridges, freezers, gas cookers, gas stoves, washing machines, air coolers, home theaters, and all other electronics and appliances from notable brands. This is Samsung, Toshiba, Nasco, Media, and Philips. Nina ye ton ayatete way a Cap Farm, Young Conquer promo. And I make a actually Cap Farm branches a wall Ghana Hano and Dawson. Accra Central, ground floor of Minaba House and Achimotan, so Old Station traffic light, Dacoman Junction off the Kaneshie Odoko Highway near MTN, Kaswa Brigade, your branch or Legon opposite UPSA, Nungwa Lennox House opposite Brigade Washington Bay, Okoyare Fanso Ghana flag, your branch, Tema Community 4, ground floor of the Bacardis building, Kumasi opposite Kofro Magazine, off the airport roundabout Kofrom Road. Takrade so ye ben Bank of Ghana ewo Takrade Frere Cap Farm ewo 0500 000 105 0500 000 105 and a 0500 000 106. Frame now ni inkomo na ye nneoma na yatete take advantage na promo yi etwemu a ansha na waso ayehye. Ostek Properties so ye promotion na a promotional land ye ton promotional land for sale 6,000 Ghana cedis per plot. TNE 6,000 Ghana cedis per plot. Nidi went me to Susu Kakrenya 6,000. Yeah, amount 6,000 Ghana cedis per plot. Ewo Esutuari Junction, Ostek Properties. Ewo Nsase. The following locations as well: Dodoa, Shy Hills, Doyomu, Afienya, Ayikuma, Dowenya, Chopoli, and an airport. When you buy a land at Ostek Properties, you are guaranteed 200 blocks and 10 bags of cement for free. Amazing, isn't it? In the amount 200 blocks and 10 bags of cement for free. You want a dime and so a year ton, you have so a rent. In the only Ostek Properties in Incomo 0240 933 748 0240 933 748 and a 0244 684 069 0244 684 069. Ostek Properties ye Dodoa opposite Dodoa Fire Service. Eho ena ye office ewo Ostek or say ye yen Sasi Rura. In the channel so my na only one in the Yemra back in studio na yen twa yen common so Vice President ewo ha Your Excellency ye kwa share and because we Muslim and in himself a lot of Muslims live in Azongo communities. In one area we are very passionate about. Muteki over as Abain. What's that record for Azongos and inner cities and they will be timmy boldly across someone sign to Abamamu?
Oh, me that's it. And Obi you buy, you know. Say before you buy, yeah. Share bo say you buy establish it Zongo Development Fund.
Yes.
Because Ushe Ghana your history more since independence. Na Zongos no Omakechi. Because vehicle in bien nihwa na promote Zongo development.
Yes.
Because Ushe budget after budget after budget between 1957 and 2016. any specific programs I would share budget mo Emma Zongos. Intina eka se nyame ya adom na yeba ebe establish Zongo Development Fund. And sa fund na yedi resources etum na every year bia na omo yejuma. So yeba no yedi two things na yeah establish ministry for inner city and Zongo development, a whole ministry. Na Abubakar Boniface Sadiq na oye first one na Mustafa Hamid Abaye the second minister or the ministry. So there is a focus on the welfare of the Zongos because the whole ministry with a budget is in charge of Zongo and inner city development. And then beyond that, you establish a Zongo Development Fund. So Ushe Ejuma ministry aye any Zongo Development Fund so aye within the last 4 years is very significant in the Zongos. Ushe in terms of water provision, for example, in Obi we have about 1,080 Zongos, so
1,080
in the country. So because you're going to deal with them, you have to document everyone so that you know what is happening in everywhere. So they've done the documentation, and we have about 1,080. But from time to time, you go somewhere and find one that you may not have, and you have to add it. But the data so far, it's about 1,080 Zongos. So many of them more problems: water, drainage, toilets, schools. We are trying to deal with them. So we share to say water, Jakrum Zongo. We've provided water in Nsawam. That is Sabon Zongo in Nsawam, Kotukuli Zongo in Suhum, Koche Zongo in Suhum, Adesu Zongo, Asoko Zongo, Asamankes is Sabon Zongo, Awiasu Akwetia Zongo, Kotukuli Zongo in Akwetia Suakade Zongo, Somanya Zongo, Kibi Zongo. The Zongo Development Fund is providing water facilities. Now, AstroTurf Soa. Obi Unim said before MPP came into government, Ghana, we had only 2 AstroTurfs in Ghana.
2 by the private sector as a government there.
By just 2 existent in Ghana.
I knew one in Tema.
They told me that there were only 2. In fact, the contractors who were building some of these AstroTurfs, I think a group called Wembley or something.
Yeah, Wembley. The company's name, Wembley.
Wembley, yes. They provided that information to me. Said there were only 2 AstroTurfs in Ghana. Zongo Development Fund is building about 10. And then you have others that about another 29 or so that are taking place. GMPC is building some and so say it's AstroTurf one district, one AstroTurf because the youth the demand is huge. Me free I also north and east and Fadama Kawokudi you see AstroTurf Kawokudi junction the space almost football we are building an AstroTurf today in Kawukuri, but Sheikh Osman Nuhu Serbotu sports complex wa Fadama you see AstroTurf Medina you see AstroTurf Bolga Green Parks Walwale AstroTurf Old Tafo Chebi Oda,
and the Oboboy now was Zongos.
Yes.
But is that what the Zongos need? Omo here AstroTurfs to do what?
Hey, Obi, some of our most talented youth in football, they are all Zongo boys. So, Baba Yara Numina, the Suleiman Tari Numina, the talent Omo Sakoro Park. So, now Omutimiko Akobo. World leagues. So that type of facility. I said they are playing all night, 24 hours a day. Different teams they are because what is now getting clear, Obi, is that we need more because one in a constituency suddenly is not enough because because you per se develop a talent. Well, give the youth something to. This is a youth-driven demand. In fact, some of the green parks are not initially.
Yes.
The people say they don't want the green parks. AstroTurf, no, and that's what. So we are converting those into.
The point is that AstroTurfs, no, a response to demand as Zongos, na
Yes.
And Yamuna Matsna baby,
no, because the nature of the Zongo Development Fund, just as with the development authorities, say Ubeko Akubisa first. You don't take a project and say, I think you need this. No, all these things are development authority. Something I may say the projects are say obi toilet and project. But that's what the people want. Who could be so say $1 million per constituency. They know here. Only toilet. Now this constituency Honorable and Enrique
constituency.
$1 million per constituency. Part of it are 18 kilometers of road. Yes, and asphalt also in the constituency, and AstroTurf, or the 1 million AstroTurf in this constituency. So the needs here may be different from the needs in another constituency, urban versus rural and all of that. But these are all fundamental needs of the people. You first, Bisaromo, dear Ben Nemo here, you were $1 million, then you get a good sense. They say, projects A, B, C, D. So projects, they come from the bottom. And then you respond to.
Your Excellency, why then do you doubt the NDC when they tell you, say, almost as part of developing Omo People's Manifesto, no? Omo call around Magana for one sem. And for example, in Zongos, they say, Yenu Anomin Kremofe was Zongos, they say, Omo pe, Bibi we into Omo Yashim, facilitate the establishment of mosques in accordance with Islamic customs and practices, and collaborate with the Ministry of Health to set up focal teams responsible for procedures that are compliant with Islamic customs and practices at all state mosques. You are a Muslim yourself. Bibi, when in your
well, Zongos were there here, but mortuaries are not the most important priority. Well, and this is when this issue came out, you would see Ashanti Regional Chief Imam and many imams are omokasa. That is not our priority. Per se, we are building for each region a model senior high school for the Zongo communities. A model senior high school. Anyway here, knowledge, education. That is where we are putting our emphasis. And your mortuary assembly. Now, put your emphasis. So, in this, we have different emphasis. Almost mortuaries. Schools. That is the choice people have in our communities.
But also say they would establish 2 Islamic senior high schools in the southern and northern sectors for the Zongo community. 2,
establish, schools 16. Model schools for the Zongo communities. So we have more credibility. You see, Omo manifesto it'll be a quadriquam manifesto.
Manifesto way.
Aye.
What go through here there?
A quadriquam manifesto. Identity. They are promising so many things. But what you can say Obama on Tama. Tieniding. Na omo wa aban no. Omo de entu dum so for 5 years. And yes sir. National Health Insurance arrears 12 months na cash and carry. Teacher training allowance omo twemu. Nursing training allowance omo twemu. Arabic instructors allowance omo twemu. Omo de school tertiary utility bills for tertiary students. Now, exchange rate depreciate so much. Ambulance system.
Right now, making informed decisions is more important than ever, especially when deciding when to return to the workplace and how to do it safely. That's why IBM Watson is helping businesses prioritize employee safety, manage facilities, and trace potential exposures. With Watson Works, a set of AI-infused capabilities, your business can protect the health, safety, and productivity of its people. Let's put smart to work. Visit IBM.com/WatsonWorks to learn more.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message. Our current president has failed in his most basic duty to the nation. He's failed to protect us. He's failed to protect America. And my fellow Americans, that is unforgivable. As president, I'll make you a promise. I'll protect America. I will defend us from every attack, seen and unseen, without exception, every time.
Paid for by Biden for president.
Some call it insight. Others call it vision. At Pershing, we call it perspective. A perspective you'll benefit from a custodian you can rely on. One who can help navigate the big picture and whose products give you a competitive edge. One who considers everything. What will help you succeed today and tomorrow? Open yourself to a new perspective and open the possibilities. Consider everything. BNY Mellon Pershing. Learn more at Pershing.com/go independent. Pershing Advisor Solutions LLC, member FINRA SIPC.
Osi anka over 2 billion Ghana cedis on find your free SHS. Sano kaye. And then osi sa free SHS no. Obe extend ako private schools.
Yes.
The policy OC is going to be a disaster for Ghana. It will collapse the education system. Sano kaye. Say free SHS ebe collapse your education system.
Asempa FM.
Yeah, the bar ebe collapse. Sa same free SHS ene osi oba expand the ako private school. Where is the consistency? Or say that time over by no or cancel teacher training allowance no. I say oba cancel it, even if it costs him the election. Ene or more say they didn't actually cancel it. What will be that? That they rather give what they call loans. How does that make a loan equal to a grant? I don't understand. You know, the policy positioning is very, very bad. Requirement for teacher licensure exams. Omo pass a law. They required it. And then because of votes, into Omaka Kakeke say they will abolish the teacher licensure exam. When he himself was the one who introduced it. They introduced the law, saying that they abolished the teacher training allowance. Now they say they will restore it. Abolish nursing training allowance. They abolish Arabic instructors allowance, and they are saying they will recruit Arabic instructors again. There was a freeze on public recruitment. Obi, your mama can say only the onye magician. Then the Unemployed Graduates Association say onye magician. They can't create the jobs. And then say obe creating 1 million jobs. Am I? Where suddenly is the magic coming from? Because opposite winning election. Said or criticize the EC. Onuka say we should leave EC alone. It's an independent body and let it do its job. And then or say the EC is being condemned for compiling a new register and all of the other things, trying to say they are incompetent and all of that. Onuka say we shouldn't compare records on infrastructure because every government does infrastructure. And then he says he wants to compare records on infrastructure, which we are very, very happy to compare, by the way, with him because we have done much more for the people of Ghana in infrastructure than he has ever done.
Terms of
then
okay,
or say he's promising not to promise again. One tisada. On Chebobium, he said it.
FM.
Nah. What's our manifesto? And your promises, Nadem.
Yes. It captures from vision.
Promises. And your promises. Family is full of promises. Now,
no, for example, if somebody says, Your Excellency, maybe if somebody says, to say in 2016,
but say Omar promises say Omobe pay footballers.
Yeah, 1,500.
So it's a promise,
Yeah, it's a promise.
So, but you will see, he won't promise again. That
was specifically to Dumso.
No. Dumso na weird that there was no issue specific to Dumso. It was promises. I will say on promise bium, on share bobium. But today he is he's the Archbishop of promises.
Your Excellency, the question
now ending amidst the manifesto promises are it's a quattroquar manifesto now omodia ato form because
quattroquar manifesto
no
from everything in this document
completely.
No, but because the point will be, Your Excellency, my numerous question is very important. In 2016, you sold a vision to the Ghanaian people.
That's right, with promises.
With some promises. Ghana will be a doubt some of the promises you were making.
Yeah.
And mu take time to explain to get the buy-in from Ghanaians.
Yeah.
And another party says, Onoba or be launching a $10 billion big push. Through that, will be creating 1 million jobs.
Yeah, 10 billion. Of course. Now, yes. You couldn't pay 70 million Ghana cedis. It's not as new quantity, Obi. 8 years. Simple 70 million Ghana cedis for teacher training allowance. Right? Now they are promising us to bring 10 billion Ghana cedis for a big push.
Yeah, the big push.
For the big push. Right? 10 billion Ghana cedis.
Now, $10 billion US.
10 billion. Now, say we have to be paying. Now, Hope City. What is Hope City? Da?
Yeah, Meti Hope City.
Hope City, no, almost $10 billion US.
Yes.
Almost building Hope City.
Yes.
Do you still have hope
in
for Hope City? But Hope City, no, say it has gone with the wind. So yeti will be down. They don't have the credibility. If it is somebody who has delivered in government, unim said the obi make story be say oye obana bema bawaroa na when timi hwe ma na ahokyere wo homo kom di momentimi ontimi school fees hospital bills ninni na ontimi wajina akoware bema foforo na bema no ohwe pa na umbanko school omunye ejuma duane wo ho omuko school na okunu foforo isi sa awasamba se beware no bi na meanwhile utina ho kama Argentina obe jai okunu ye akọ so bema no or see this time they me ejuma obe believe no no we dey
I am
na me say so bema na okunu foforo no oba no or the new manifesto na eba na untie no because wonim said the otie enti your mama ne NDC new manifesto yi my friend quadrical manifesto. No. Because it's not credible.
Do you agree, sir, on free SHS? Ghana will be doubted, sir, Muntemenye?
Yes, of course. Of course.
Ghana for doubting another person.
Oh, yeah, because record no. Now, Mimao exam. Now, 20% out of 100. Ubana ukache me say the next this thing ubecha 90% and I'm my mark already minimum said the otia. I would doubt you.
Remember this example, if you will believe. One of the arguments they've put across and it's in government through creative means almost finance some major infrastructural project and they name MPS.
Yeah.
That through a special arrangement, they were able to build that huge terminal.
The point
they
is
named T3 Terminal 3 at the Kotoka International.
Yeah, we
so
could go.
Why can't they?
I mean, of course, there are a lot of issues. Even the negotiation of MPS, there are still a lot of legacy issues. And even T3, the costing and all of that, there are issues. But basically, there's nothing special about, getting the private sector to come and do these things. We are talking about building a multi-purpose container terminal in Takoradi, which is ongoing right now. We just launched the liquid bulk jetty, which is a private sector finance thing. The one district, one factory, which is really ongoing. It's largely private sector driven. It's not government driven. So there's nothing special about or innovative about getting the private sector to come in and fund some of these projects. So that is, you put that aside. But what I'm saying is that when you look at Omu record in government, it was a terrible record in terms of government. The record was one really of incompetence. Yeah, it's quite simple because they just couldn't deliver after 8 years, and you say 4 years, so it was 8 solid years.
The Hope City project you talked about, not also a private investment. It was not a government project. Even the president then cut sword, and then a government project. So can you blame the government for that?
No, I'm just saying that there was another promise of a Hope City. But if MPS is doing, you should get credit. But if Hope City doesn't happen, you shouldn't be blamed. Sana Etie. Only. So basically, I mean, their management, I don't have any trust in this manifesto.
On the issue of credibility, and politicians in opposition, you would make promises over government, or sometimes delivering on those promises. When the reality hits you, your critics can also give instances where you also fell short of credibility as a government, I mean. And for example, they make the claims in opposition, you swore heaven and earth, you will not run a family and friends government. But in government, you are doing that. That is a credibility issue, no?
Well, I think that if you look at what we are doing, I wouldn't honestly classify it as a family and friends government. We are delivering for the people and using the most competent individuals we can find to deliver for the people. And so I think that the ultimate issue that we are going to look at is what we have been able to do with the people that have been available to do it.
It doesn't matter who the people are.
Well, I think that you want a diversity, and we have a large diversity. So I'm quite confident and comfortable with our team.
And the claims of family and friends should be thrown away.
Yes. I think that everybody will have their own view about what it is
family and friends
are. But we just deal with people who are working.
And that will not hurt your credibility based on the promises you made in opposition.
Well, I think that is left to the judgment of the Ghanaian people. Right? That, if you think that we said A and we are doing B, but what matters to the Ghanaian people is whether we are delivering an inclusive governance. Right? We don't have, Nana Akufo-Addo has delivered free SHS. Right? There are so many families in Ghana that are benefiting from free SHS across the country. Right? That we don't know. But it is a policy that benefits everybody. Right?
Yes.
That is what is very, very important. We have delivered one constituency, one ambulance for every constituency. That is inclusive. We have done the one village, one dam for people in the northern parts of Ghana. It's working. You've restored teacher training allowance. You've restored nursing training. You've restored Arabic instructors. You've rescued the National Health Service. You've rescued the banking system. 4.6 million depositors, right? All of these policies are benefiting people. Right? So that is, for me, the inclusiveness of our government. Zongo Development Fund. You have Zongos that used to be left aside. And this is essentially what we were saying, that so many people were being excluded from governance, from the benefits of the national cake. right? So many people were being excluded. Under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, so many people are being included. We are running, the data, the evidence, the policies are so clear, Obi, that we are running an inclusive government and not a government for a few people. We are running a government for everybody, right? Across, whichever way you look at it. And Obi, this is why when you look at the strategy, we said that government for the many years, and especially under the NDC, was being run for the benefit of just a few people and a few places. That's why you can go to a place like Zabzugo or Tatale and you can't see any projects that they did. Government was being run for a few people in a few places. You go to many places in the hinterlands and it's as if government doesn't exist. So we decided to pursue a new policy, an inclusive growth strategy, said that everybody will be included. And policies you see, of course, we've started saying, how do we ensure, say, the share of the cake? Into you say, one village, one dam. That is the framework. So you have to make sure everybody there gets a share. That is the policy direction. One district, one factory. Everybody should get a factory. Let us push in that direction. One constituency, $1 million. That is the development authority concept. But we are making sure every constituency gets its share of the cake. One constituency, one ambulance, and so there's an inclusiveness. Zongo Development Fund, the Zongos would also get their share of the cake. So we are very, very proud of the record that we have achieved. Under the NDC, none of this was there. Obi, none of this was there. Now, if it had not been for Nana Akufo-Addo, Obi, you wouldn't have had restoration of teacher training allowance. You won't have restoration of nursing training or Arabic, Zongo Development Fund, planting for food and jobs, one of the most inclusive policies. You won't have the national ID cards, no digital address system. You will not have the universal QR code that we have just launched and we're going to do. You will not have the paperless ports or the development authorities. One district, one factory, one village, one dam, one district, one warehouse, NAPCO, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. You won't have that. You will not have the massive recruitment of teachers at Etiki Place. You will not have rescued the National Health Service. It's a sign of hydro facility wouldn't have been in place. You will not be taking steps for the integrated bauxite and aluminium industry or the iron and steel industry. You will not have a reduction in electricity prices or free water. You will not have a revival of Ghana's railways that we are seeing today. The living income differential we've negotiated for our cocoa farmers of $400 per metric ton, you wouldn't have it. And therefore that resulted in the 28% increase in cocoa prices. The Ghana Post has been revived. Obuasi Gold Mine has been revived. Ghana Publishing Corporation has been revived. We have created the 6 new regions. OT under NDC will not have created OT, will not have created Western North, will not have created the Ahafo region or Bono East region or Northeast region and so on.
But it was in their manifesto as well, no? But
it was there in 2012. Because they had the promise already. In fact, in 2012 to create regions, but they couldn't. Nana Akufo-Addo took 2 years and created 6 new regions. We promised that we will bring free Wi-Fi to our secondary schools, right? And in fact, as we started, and thankfully, Napo, Dr. Mateo Poko Prempe, and Ursula, also the communications minister, they've worked very, very hard on this, and I really, really salute them for this. But before right now, they virtually, at least 80% of all our senior high schools have now been connected with free Wi-Fi.
80%?
Can you imagine that?
Senior high schools?
Yeah, that's the data we have. Can you imagine that? But I thought we'd finish it next year. right? But now they are testing the system. It's on, and I thought we would finish it next year. And in addition to that, all the 260 district education offices and all the 46 colleges of education are also being hooked to the free Wi-Fi. And that is a real major step for us to allow digitization to drive our educational process. If Nana Akufo-Addo was not there, the 50% reduction in import duties that we have seen will not have happened. We will not have seen the doubling of the capitation grant, abolition of the BEC and WACC examination fees, free postgraduate medical training will not have happened. So we are doing so many medical drones.
Say anything about corruption, and that's one of the major criticisms against you. So manifesto launch, you never mentioned corruption.
Then maybe then maybe you didn't read the manifesto properly, Obi. Corruption is one of the areas that we have done a lot of work on, and so how prevalent corruption was before we came into office. Paying bribes to get a driver's license. It's a major issue. Bribes to get a passport. Bribes to custom officers at the ports. Judgment debts. Inadequate funding for anti-corruption agencies. We did not pass the right to information law. And then no law on witness protection, missing dockets in courts, and so on. These were all the elements that were there in corruption. But since 2017, and we have this in our manifesto, when we are accounting for our stewardship, we have passed laws, the Witness Protection Act, we've passed the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act, the Right to Information Act, the Companies Act, which provides a framework for enacting a beneficial ownership register. And not only did we put the legal framework for fighting corruption, we've also increased the budgetary allocation to the anti-corruption agencies. So government has increased budgetary allocations. If you look at institutions such as, SHRAJ, IOCO, Office of the Attorney General, Ministry of Justice, Auditor General, and the Office of the Special Prosecutor, we've seen major increases in their operational budget. The operational budget for SHRAJ, for example, increased from 1.8 million in 2016 to 5 million in 2019 and to 12.2 million this year. And its overall budget increased from 16.8 million to 40 million. Right, the overall budget for strike. So, and these anti-corruption agencies have generally seen, increases of between 25 and 34% in their budgets, and they have spoken very, very well of government for increasing their budgets, which is very, very important. But Obi, one of the major areas that we have fought corruption is through digitization, because corruption happens when you have interaction with human beings. You see what I mean? Yeah. So when you have interaction with human beings, and then you have processes that you have to move one file from one table or one section to another, then they demand corruption, they demand bribes. And so if you're going to get a driver's license and so on. So the digitization that we have embarked on, and Obi, I think that digitization, because
four benefits
no
because Newman crystallizes
exactly within the next 2 years, Megidi said 2 years here. Megidi said we will see a crystallization of Nema and Ghana Bedepa, and within that, once we put weighing together, because say uko DVLA uko J driver's license, and the process is digitized. In fact, na foreign minister or country minister, she was shocked. J renewing a license, and she was just shocked how efficient the process was. But say DVLA is a world-class DVLA, and not just Ghana standards, world standards. I really am happy. Frank Davis and Kofi Buzia, Kofi Buzia has done a major, tremendous job in transforming DVLA, the world-class standards. Omodi Abaho, it has really cut out a lot of corruptions. Unfortunately for the Goro boys, digitization doesn't help them at all. So you can just do things on the phone or the computer, and then you go. Paperless port SOA. It cut out a lot of corruption. To say NHIS, you can renew your membership just using the mobile phone. You don't have to go and queue at the district office near there. It has helped. Mobile money interoperability. So, and it is going to help. And we are launching the Ghana.gov platform, one platform where all government services, all of them, Ebefaso, one platform. ECG say ube creditor, you can do it by your mobile phone. In fact, we think that by November, all customers will be able to do electronic purchases of ECG. National ID projects, so far we have enrolled about 15.5 million people.
Yes.
And so it is going to be a major advance.
When they all crystallize, the impact will really be felt.
Land digitization is a major thing that we're going to complete next year, hopefully, within the next 2 years, hopefully.
But for the optics, what people would want to see relative to the fight against corruption, and they say, okay, on one call for or court. That is where your critics say you might be. You might be really not doing well in terms of prosecuting your own.
Well, I think that we are a nation of laws. I think that whenever there has been an accusation against anybody within our party, the president has always made it clear he would cause an investigation to be done. And if there is a case to be answered, you answer. People have lost their jobs within our setting for accusations that have happened and so on. So we are in terms of the legal side, we are prosecuting at least about 40 officials.
Of the past administration.
Yes, but that's where the investigations have brought. Those are where the dockets have come from. So if you don't have any docket, as the Attorney General tells you, what do I do? Right. So if the dockets come, you will get the prosecutions. But
docket come on Momon call for now.
Of course, on anybody. I mean, then this is why you have the special prosecutor, you have Shraj, you have Ioko, you have all of these bodies, not just the Attorney General alone, who can make all of these things. So these things will come together; they will work. I know all of these agencies are working, and so the law will apply to everybody, whether you are in government or you are not part of government. But at least the cases that were investigated when we came into office were the cases that were left by our predecessors. That makes sense, right? In fact, some people think, the investigations have been too slow and that we should have moved a bit faster.
Yes.
But unfortunately, the nature of the legal situation is that it takes, the wheels are very slow to turn. So we are not dealing with Citizens Veterans Committee type of
people want
law,
to see
the rule of law.
If people want more action on PDS, for example.
Well, if there's a docket that comes on it, there will be action. What is the issue, and they will deal with it. And yes, sir. So I mean, you can always. People want to see everything. You have wishes, but the law will run its course.
My banking sector cleanup, with the benefit of hindsight, would you have taken a different approach to how? Moye banking sector cleanup?
I think that I am fully supportive of the Bank of Ghana in terms of Ejuma.
Approach so far, no?
It's an excellent approach. I was in the Bank of Ghana myself, and the governors and the staff, they've really done a whole lot of work. Obi, in 2015, we raised an alarm. Now, I'm sure you are aware. So we raised an alarm, said the banking system, said an air corner, it will collapse. In terms we based on the asset quality review report that the IMF had done and so on, we raised an alarm that about 8 banks were on the verge of collapse. This is in 2015. State of the Nation address, the NDC itself and the John Mahama recognized that there was a problem in the banking system. Obi, banks were set up fraudulently. I mean fraudulently, without capital. Banks, where people, you need capital to protect depositors.
Asempa FM.
Kwame, Obi, you need capital to protect depositors. So if you set up a bank without capital, it means you are setting up to defraud because it will collapse. There's no protection for depositors. So there was fraud taking place, as I would see it, because if you set up a bank without capital, and which is what we were seeing happening, then there is a problem. And the governance and the supervision also was weak. And so there was a point when we came into office, and this whole thing going on. This whole thing was carrying on. And Obi, I tell you that what frightened me was the situation we got to where it looked like if the central bank did not move, the whole system will crash. The whole system. Because it only takes a couple of banks to fail in a banking system for you to have a run on all the
FM.
Because confidence in you. And then uti say one bank has failed and another bank so a failed, that means Obiabako bank say okoyinisika. Then you have a loss of confidence in the banking system. And so they had to move quickly in those circumstances and shut down essentially these financial institutions that were not obeying the corporate governance in the banking sector. You see what I mean? So it was not something of pleasure. Say, for a supervisor of a bank, you want the banks to do well. If they do well, then if the banks are not doing well, I won't mean that. So they almost said they were giving them liquidity support to help them. Major amounts of liquidity support. But instead of some of them using the liquidity support to protect their depositors, they were using liquidity support to go and set up other banks and to go and buy properties. Obi, it was terrible. So they ended up putting the banks in a position where they had to be essentially reabsorbed by other banks and so on. And so you had that situation happening. As I said, the microfinance sector was one of the most poorly supervised sector. They had, made all sorts of investments that were not tenable, savings and loans. So it was difficult to look at essentially doing a rescue of all these institutions. But I don't see what else the central bank, under those circumstances, could have done. I just don't see it. They did the best they could, and I think that today, Nana Akufo-Addo said, obia o ni sika o banks and savings and loans or microfinance no you betu omoka. You protect the depositors. And this is why Nameka say na ya 21 billion Ghana cedis of cost, right, to the exchequer to protect the depositors. And as we sit today, all the bank depositors have been paid. We had about
for the 9 commercial banks, no?
Yes.
All of them have been paid.
Yeah, pretty much all of them have been paid. And then you have the savings and loans, and then the microfinance institutions. The depositors, the savings and loan were 296,344 depositors that have made claims. There's about 23 savings and loans, right? So far, we have paid 300. We have paid, the claims were 300,089. We've paid 296,344. So for the savings and loans, it's only 3,745 that have not yet been paid, but these are due to related party transactions that are being investigated. But all the others have been paid. Only 3,745 have not yet been paid. Oshwe Microfinance, there were claims of 165,168. And we've paid, the receiver has paid 164,995. So in total, the claims for the savings and loan and the microfinance was 465,257 claims, separate claims. And we've paid, 461,339. So 99%. 99.2% have been paid, right? So
the less than 1%, when are they going to be paid?
Oh, well, as I said, the less than 1%, is 3,918 people.
Yes.
Right, and they are investigations because related party transactions are not allowed, and they are part of the whole issue of wrongdoing in the process. And so once the investigations are completed, they will either be paid or not paid depending on what is found. But 99.2% have been given cash payment.
More converted into bonds.
Yes, because
and recently you had to,
of course, because
go back on that.
Yeah, no, it was, of course, Nana Akufo-Addo said it right in January in the State of the Nation address. So everybody, every depositor will get their every peso back. And I repeated that in February in Kumasi Town Hall, because this is what we are going to do. But mobilizing 21 billion in cash to pay take some time to pay these depositors. So some of them were given bonds initially, so that we will work around how to, but you took the liability and said to them, government has the liability, we will pay you through these bonds. But the president because one of the reasons why the president was very anxious that everybody should be paid, we must have equal treatment between how we treat the depositors from the banks and the depositors from the savings and loan and microfinance. If you don't have equal treatment, then it will mean that people will lose confidence in depositing in microfinance and savings and loans, and everybody will move to the banks. And that's not what you want. You want everybody, confidence across all the financial institutions. So this is what we have done now, and I think that virtually all the DKM customers have now been paid.
That's for DKM.
All the microfinance. I'm just saying the microfinance institutions, they had claims.
And now we come to the fund management companies.
Yes. Yes, and I think that there's also a direction that the Minister of Finance and the Securities and Exchange Commission should see how to deal with.
It cannot be this year.
I doubt it. I think that they will be very. They are going to look. If it's this year, I'll be very happy, so that we can close the year on a clean slate for starting next year. So I hope that they could proceed and try to see how to deal with this matter next, so that we can move.
I wish we had enough time. May producer prompting me to say, "Oko the northern part, no, our very own Seth Kwame Boateng."
Oh yes.
Yes. That 82-year-old woman with leprosy.
Yes,
that was a touching story.
Yes, it was. Seth Kwame Boateng, he's a brilliant journalist. Or me story on this woman in Upper West region. I was very touched. Who said na otie and Diana Otimo na of the family abandoned no. It was very, very sad. Enti na me can say nyame ya aduma Messi dying kitwa wi ama no.
Yes.
Na otimi atenam because the Diana Otimo no inso tokwa na ode so no. So a difficult story because many lepers me patron of the lepers Ghana Lepers Aid. Many Father Campbell boy Juma trying to deal with help, and many other people trying to help lepers who Ghana, because leprosy stigmatization the doors nipam pese omodi omosa so stigmatization no doso. So across the country, Waja, Cape Coast, Kachina, who they be omoteho, but omuhiamwa. So DBI you say muano ekoma. And sama me 82 years old. Me who sa story no. Me a hopa na enti na me say me kwa hwehwe moabi me si dan amano na so me call north no me call upper west na dan no ewie.
Oh, okay. That was in record time.
Me nim say yetimi say dan 1 month for na area 2-bedroom kama amano. Okay,
the producers now Muhammad videos of when you went there.
Okay.
And pictures, it is showing on our Facebook live stream. So be a also Facebook will see you embracing the woman. But and that's the no the public brain. So say who be what sir? Kobam ni mpo ana I think it was a good example from what you did. A diner not team dadana. Terrible.
It was terrible.
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 It
was really
kudos to you.
Thank you. That's it.
There was in February, I remember say the second lady was studio her.
Oh, okay.
In February.
Okay.
And have a very interesting discussion. But before we ended, what can BBT? Barack proposed to Michelle at a restaurant. Where did Dr. Baumia propose to her to?
Hey, now Ghana for me, Mama should have proposed it. Say you worry. 16 years near.
16 years.
Yes.
Wow.
We've been married for 16 years by the grace of God. We met
16 years.
Yes. February we are now. 16. You were 14th February 2004.
Oh, 2004.
Yes.
I'm level 200.
And you worry. Into the medical school term into Miria University in 2000.
University Bain.
Because Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. No.
Kumasi Legon.
Debbie, dear home. It'll be a dear home.
Oh, okay. In 2000,
Miria University.
And 2004, Mowari.
And you worry.
Mushia immediately after we union.
Debbie, we met years later. We met through a mutual friends, and we introduced you. Oh, whom ya know who say when you catch.
Wow. Okay, for 16 years. And Anyamia Chemoma saying.
Yeah, together we have 4 children.
4 children.
Yes. 3 boys and a strong girl.
Wow, 4.
Yeah, my 4.
4 pa.
4, yes.
Wow. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
4.
Asempa FM.
Your Excellency, what a voice, no? I remember, sir, Oba na Gideon Boakon Ekan Hoti Baby Honorable Henry Kotiti, and as Gideon Saiwaha. But that was an interesting revelation, sir. You met through a mutual friend. Uzoka said, Nagana Mema, the Mosha that proposed it, and I said, when proposal, and Obina,
Obi, I said, my uncle, over no, you know, you meet here. Let me hear observation first.
The economist in you have to observe first.
Yes, if you data points, no, I mean, analyze it. Let me running my projections.
Very
my forecasting.
Very necessary. And so far, I think she's been a great wife to you.
Great, yeah. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
One thing, there is a call for a debate. Former President Mahama calling for debate. Is this something you advise your boss to take up?
A debate?
Yeah, between him and the President of the Republic.
Sir, 2016, no. But he didn't want to debate in 2016.
Yes, but he eventually did. He was on the GT.
Are you sure?
Was it 2016 or 2012?
2016, say one debate here.
Yeah, I think it was 2012, right?
2012, you debate here. And yes, sir. And
2016, he debated, but your friend is saying President Anado Anko, he did it with the other flag bearers. And I think he did one on GTV platform, there one-on-one between on the GTV. That's what I remember.
But say it's a one-on-one, saying any debate.
No, boy, yeah, but I think Park is in more the other flag bearers apart from Nanado.
Anyway, media, what I understood said not on paid debate, but the debate is being had every constituency, every district. The BIA record versus record. We are having it on the ground already. So the record no. Yes, we record no. The people are debating it in the constituency. So Oko constituency be a ombisa omo juma waye oho na Juma so wire or na nipa no be timi decide which of the two. So it's fine.
Into a debate where they both are on the same platform, you are not very enthused about that.
I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
But it could be interesting. But I don't think it's necessary.
It could be interesting. One between you and James will be interesting.
Well, any debates will be interesting. But as it is now, let's just leave it where it is.
Where it is.
Yeah.
Your Excellency, it's a pleasure having you in our studios.
Mr. Midamase. Obi, Yaminshiro. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and I'm Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. More messages by, and we would have time to deal with all your messages before we leave. And our time, more messages nina a day amamo. But before that, no muntie we emame yeba. We'll read all messages I in Saka and because we have a lot more time. Yeah, but it's here.
Onia, I didn't know what's a wisha keke. Wabrabit mia share a view room. Wabrabit mia timu ayede au badges wankasa. Shake your body no. Ya crado. Catch a feel no not drop your mic no. Yana, a brass was yes a Sunday yeshumu. Ya mama kwaba basho max so. A ye online entertainment for puppy. The free movies new series. Kosi sports bit is a EPL ni La Liga ni ya di brewo. It was super sports nini kika honso. Ubet me show device bia super bia. Cause showmax.com and ne men slacky.
Wo yo bema woni fie aduana ekwa tie me. Jusumu yare ana process disorder e yare ba ko a se wo hwe ne ye betima ha pa ma process ni emu opodi ehia wo na processiste abase ebedi be me bia akagyamu enuahini ene haban ene akabo mu aye processiste eye haban nko a nchemu ha enam se self processiste a ubada na ho asundwemu na ho besi husu yi akasakasa wonye bi wo drugstore bebremu ewo memu enye ma apemfo ema kwara no fo anan kwara nimru enfie dumienu edu ahwe adwadie nkatomu ajatum se eye etu frofre Phytotech Limited ewo 0246 490116 and 020 997 7733 Postal System, a healthy prostate, a healthy life.
Abra yeguswa din kabom ekwatia COVID-19 yi. Ecobank ema wa kwanya hodwa. Wode betena fie. Abo ho ban na wetumi di usikasem ahyewa wonsem. Fa Ecobank Mobile didra bebia ne abrebia. Sewo Ecobank account ana wonibie. For text message ana email so forma ne sika. To credit, tia wo bills. Abra wuti fie edwodwo ho. Say sika buduo na oni didra. For internet banking no so. Ecobank QR code ma okwan ma ofa abefo sikatua kwan so. Etua ne ma no dwumadi Walker, one for Sikapotin, Entia, Ecobank Mobile, and Naya will Google Play Store, App Store, and I am Facebook page, and now Bosta 770 hash, and will phone Biaso, Nasha Se Dija, Ecobank, General Kai Saubama Quai, Adaunia for.
Right now, making informed decisions is more important than ever, especially when deciding when to return to the workplace and how to do it safely. That's why IBM Watson is helping businesses prioritize employee safety, manage facilities, and trace potential exposures. With Watson Works, a set of AI-infused capabilities, your business can protect the health, safety, and productivity of its people. Let's put smart to work. Visit ibm.com/WatsonWorks to learn more.
Hey, Prime members, join in on the Prime Day fun and spend $10 at Whole Foods Market in-store or online now to get $10 on Amazon for Prime Day, October 13th through 14th. Terms apply. Head to WFM.com/Prime Day to learn more.
Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber,
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber. Signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Touch-free QR code payments. No seller fees until 2021. Not applicable to PayPal Here transactions. Other fees may apply. Shop safe with PayPal.
Fall cookouts. They're a staple in backyards across the country. Whether you're tailgating or celebrating with family, Lowe's has the refrigerator you need to store all your favorites. A Samsung 27 cubic foot French door refrigerator with 10% more capacity, so you can expand your menu this year without worrying about storage space. Plus, its dual ice maker lets you store over 5 pounds of ice, so you won't run out. Bring on more storage space this fall with Lowe's. Capacity compared to Samsung 24.6 cubic foot 3-door model. U.S. only.
The football season is here, and you can track the latest news, odds, and information at betonline.net. And while stadiums won't be full, game action will be loaded. Which players will step up to lead their team? Is there still a home field advantage? Will offense or defense dominate these early weeks of the season? Follow along at betonline.net as the top teams in football begin their journey to Tampa. Available online or your mobile device. Check out the site today. Bring the game home at betonline.net.
This is the sound of greatness.
Estamos contentos?
Because at Rosetta Stone, we know the only way to get good at a new language is to be pretty terrible for a while. No shortcuts or magic stars. This is how we learn. So be fearless, be wonderfully, wonderfully bad, and soon you'll be something else.
Estamos contentos de que estés aquí.
Rosetta Stone, how language is learned. Download the app today.
You've been camping in your backyard, cycling in your living room. You've been enjoying rain showers in your bathroom, campfires on your TV screen. You've been counting stars and birds from your window and holding family cookouts in the kitchen. Now, get ready to go. Go on a real vacation. Take the wheel at your nearest RV dealer or at GoRV.com.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Frontem. Eyata hohro nsa. Enafi. Emfa nsa nkeka wanim. Uhia mwebia. Fre EcoBank Contact Center. Ewo 3225. Debia eni abrebia. Wunti ashe. Tnefie na bo hobai. EcoBank. The Pan-African Bank.
Hey, Mira, enti akwaya wuti ugodi na say. Oh, 2 weeks ago. Na nenti na wotwe mienu pe na agbebe fever do a wasode konkon ano no. Agbebe fever, ni belodu bi kra ka ho a. Hey, me du ho no mu a. Meni malaria eni twaka bia. Maye soso jani a wokwa kon no. Ba fuma akode preko. Agbebe fever so de eni akode akese pa. Malaria bia yi ni ti pe na di ni sunku. Hey, madam fu membra na wase WW. Yenimu ani yenimu. Hey, agbebe fever nim de timi ye. Na Ghana ho so de kro bie no ye malaria free. Enti se metu kwan a na maboa ho preko. Me fa agbebe fever e hye bag masakra no mafatade ambehye na sese wudi ni nyine ekro no yen ya kafie nso oh sa hade krom hade ede ne afamba sika meka ne herbal shops na abu anu nso gum kama atituru kra ne agbebe herbal center oh so utuom last stop ana afre 02081307990 and 0246595 agbebe fever malaria sin ho odina o mefisi apemfo abata wo ma manufo ene nkoda woni mfiedu mienu epe wonka ho
e wo se wodi etri di mu hihyehu ka ho ansa na waji ayareshe senia oman no etri di ayaresa hyehyeye tie
FD ahyehyɛ saa ejedi nkrato yi mu agye atomu se eye
Abra yeguswa de nkabom ekwatia COVID-19 yi. EcoBank ema wa kwanya hodo a wode betena fie. Apo ho ban na watumi di usikasem ahyewa wonsem. Fa EcoBank Mobile didra bebia ne abrebia. Se wo EcoBank account ana woni bie. For text message ana email so forma ne sika. To credit, to our bills. Abra wuti fie edwojo. Se yesika puduo na oni endi didra. For your internet banking no so. EcoBank QR code ma okwan ma ofa abefu siketua kwan so. Etua ne ma no dwumadi Walker, one for Sikapotin, Entia, EcoBank Mobile, and they are Google Play Store, App Store, and I am Facebook page, and I was star 770 hash, and will phone Biaso, Nasha see Didra, EcoBank, General Kai, Saubama Quine, Adaunia for Frontem, Eata, Horo, and Sa, and Afi, and phone Sankiko and him, we am Webia, Fre EcoBank Contact Center, or 3225, Debia, and Yabrebia, Wuntiashe, Tnefira Bo Hobai, EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Da.
Yes.
Sabroso olive oil no. Anti bi si o mami o.
Sense hunti.
Enso de bi ye aduane wo ne kitchen ho.
No one can chance me efiewura ram soma o. Besene aduane won tima kire mu ye. Anti bi.
Yes, efiewura mi nie.
Sabroso olive oil ya wo de ye aduane de ya wo ma me bi. Enye na wo bi a wo de chi nam no.
Ane, eye sabroso olive oil. Se eno na me de aduane ma me bisuafo.
Sabroso enye no na free olive plant mo no. Na me ba ba kire se ne boyfriend say won fa sabroso olive oil no abi na fa nye aduane mre no. Na hwie wo de akoto bi ma no na wo se no.
Efiewura aden. Asema wuken sini wanum.
Hey, me.
Hey, era waso won penatwe a koto wo sabroso oil. Ebe ye weduane. Enye na supermarkets, any shops mu. Etu phone call Mikado Pharmacy Limited, any Elhams Pharmaceuticals Limited, for 0501 471 882 and 0270 010 078. Da, it's what Gina Hama tenant akasa wanim sa.
What betmenka?
FD ahyehyɛ saa ejedi nkratoe mu agye atum se eye. Sweet darling,
my beautiful baby.
Hepa Plus mixture ya ebusinya nom ebutinye immune system a. Abusumi pinyi obia enya ready. Tia se medo.
Tie, Hepa Plus mixture enya adwuma ebeye no nipaduani mo no. Afa kura na ebeye nwanwa mo. Aduro ye ma ye general well-being. Ebusua pomden ho hia me yie. Esene bibia. Ebusua wota nom Hepa Plus mixture no. Won sesika hospitals. Wo save e dia de foforo. Entime ma no mpafie ha.
She, wo ye Hepa Plus husband.
Radio Hepa Plus husband. And you want to be a Hepa Plus wife. Now, Bono, Hepa Plus mixer. A pen for about more money for one quadra when you feel you know come or pharmacies, chemical herbal shops. At phone for 0542 778 572 and now 0549 297 463. Hepa Plus mixer and my pomodrama pa.
FD Ashosha sa ejedi nkrato imu aja to me say
Mr. All Properties Limited, a real estate company bia. All my clients and investors are on real estate business mu. Akwenya kese bi se mfiefi ene japadia mo peno. Unsabeka yen services ni bi ene property development and estate management. Se wo fia wo pese wo ton. Ye beto ama consultation and advisory services. Koyan website e wo www.mrallproperties.com. Ana free one woman trofo iso 0248 500 495 and 0500 042 966. Mr. All Property Services Limited. Quality housing services just for you.
Hey Jack, 1xBet you will crowd phone now with bet on the site in the swap. Style bien yo. Inti ka huko bie account. Na di wu 200% first deposit now you be so promo code now for Radio GH 1xBet you to me will be it's 1xbet.com.gh and bet in gambling what truth to try to wash you yeah man wa wundi if you do what gaming commissioner Jim Krato we atum
Koko Efira, Misrao, Mentiapo, and for was some mammy son, malaria fever.
Malarigo mixture here to malaria fever, see, and I'm there, brother, say, baby. I'm from my dear Koi.
Oh, me pacho, some malarigo mixture, when malaria, and mouse in a hopping tino. Now cry so Wi-Fi considered. Anu, Manu Citrolex mixture, and nani capsules. Citrolex mixture, and nani capsules. Anne, or best remote smart pa, and running Yama and Maya off a fruit, and one more menu for our pharmacies, chemical herbal shops. Pedue and the JL Dankwa Herba, or Mankwa Block Factory Nechi, our North Canada cry. Kumasi Susanso was a Lizzie Hotel, and the University Hotel, no Fifi. Our Accra Main Road, no so. Takradi, or Tanukrum, yeah, better 24-hour organizing. For 0243 20 13 58 and 0275 142 456.
FDA, I just said, you didn't crack to more jet to say a ye.
Ekona exercise book no the twin. Oh boss, dear he. Orange one no. Yam the record sales ni stock orders no.
Say my man see you trotro mu ye keche bi wo mo.
E jawaju. Ana mu bia ka hwe.
Mami azi. Ma Vodafone Red Trader app number a ne toto wadwuma semu yi. Keep records. Ton wo niema na gisika fa Vodafone cash so anase mobile money kan no so a wo mrekra. Fa wadwuma mpuntu hya wonsa. Na ye ni yi. Download the Vodafone Red Trader app and Google Play Store and now say fresh 0302 334040. No hunu ye. Ready?
With our new Always On bundles, you'll never run out of data in the middle of any important activity, no matter what. Choose from our Always On plans and enjoy true 4G LTE that never stops. Surfline, it's about time.
Get digi with it. 924 hash. Get digi with it. 924 hash. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. CBG Mobile USSD Young Co. Star 924 hash. Bank of the go. Smartphone no. Young phone no. Ever fire money transfer. 50 water bill. 50 light bill. Factor credit. Star 924 hash. You deserve it. Let's go. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash.
CBG is empowering you to get digi with CBG Mobile. Simply dial star 924 hash and get digi with it.
CBG, we stand with you.
Enti da be pa na bebo ye sili ma ye fie ha ye fe.
Me gusu o me dwendwene ho the sili ye de ye.
Oh, na o wira fi wadanfo akwasi sili no. Ene wo fansa de no.
Aye ampo waka me some cotton sili ne mani nyina Rockstars.
Wa hunu line no kra dada. Rockstars for tonto POP cement, plaster board, joint filler, corner mold, centerpiece, any fiber, idea ceiling papa e ma teacher.
Oh, Rockstars atram kwabere mu ampa. Se wo to akogu suto mu o, se wo to akobo sili no for when it chere Rockstars.
Na Rockstars e kra de sie ni dada. Enti sori waka ni enkoto mu ceiling nyama ni bi. Yemfa mebo ye ceiling ma ni nyefe. Na kai se, sa person Rockstars for ankasa bebo ceiling ma odi a, enye ye easy kra. Rockstars for be ye ceiling na mama na ye fe amwani agye ho. Rockstars for number is 050-145-3877 and 0243-690-402. Rockstars,
quality and affordable.
Enti sa real estate 419 fwe agye sike nyina no mu wi o masa ma me asase ketwa o mama me baby so ansuo etai na se den pa na meye ye ka se menko geotech real estate developers for ho e ka metie ya enkenye mewie ye ni wo mu won sase a eye litigation free na ne bo so ofo wo mu 70 by 100 feet in sase a ebi wo enkran memu baby ti se so menya oyibi domi abra chopoli ene fete Pentecost University ne ho a ene ne akeka ho ene woni se wo ba wo betia 50% pe na fei woma wo emre kakra na wachichem na watumi atua no kakra na de ede ne se asase ne ya register ni nyina wo lands commission for ho dada na cost of documentation ni nyina so woni how ekwan ne da so insio ne kane ade wo demufo a freyen wo sa ahomatrofo iso 0277-199-569 ana 0244-650-759 email ye ewo geotech2019@gmail.com ana hwehwe echi akwai wo kaso fanko police quarters.
Esan say malaria parasite we muja no tumi dane ne hunti MPP no e man ye den say edura ne sika eku malaria moa no abrofo fra no active ingredient no eye ba kupe ne wo mu no so ebetumi atu malaria moa no asiafu muja no enu nti ehia madura ne sika e wo mu no ye mienu na atumi akon malaria yare sentina FPAC for aye dufu fra ye fra no Lizatel kura active ingredient mienu na enunti malaria parasite no entumi nkuntia no. Lizatel kutia malaria yare. Lizatel malaria edrofu fra efi nwa oye FPAC ho. For Lizatel na you malaria yare no free ho.
Minia na de tina wa busasa. Chale minimo. Sisi na mishe medwumase. Na wanka sabehwe baby ama breno. Oh, ifwa na de tina wa tia nwasha wanko na sa.
Oh, brasa me. Me no matter. I mean, not a crappy, no my bread.
And you may come for Federal Blood Builder amount. Federal Blood Builder, and when you're in Nubia, a bit blow amawinya muja, and you want thing. Ebony iron, folic acid, zinc, and vitamin B12. Nejuma muyane say, on Meshama Pumudi, SCP Esita, why Yariama Muja Swati, where the Yanso Ekika Habindia Boom Anumansan when you drew. Federal Blood Builder Abase, Obe Bow. Federal Blood Builder Abase, Obebwa and Martin, any Busimunina. Ubenya Biato, our pharmacies, any licensed chemical shops. Samuja Dre, a Fidelity Pharmaceuticals Limited, and Ediaba. So open Dudu Tour, and your friend 027-088-8766, and 027-088-8773. Federal Blood Builder, a Busiamuja Drew. FDA, I should say, Jedi Kratoin, Ajatum say,
Yara Ghana, Nefa Munshachirana, Sametimi Atomi Ametrata, and Namsika me free me harvest muafinti. Yara beta, pardon no. Mira, yes or no. I feign I be for pa. Yes, Kavia, and I'm with Runko. Yet, Okranibia, that is on Abemamuno. Namen so many men to me do something pensoe. So what is a maker, Yara beta, crop lift bow. Aye, a foliar fertilizer, a what nutrients, at the NPK, a bit zinc, ne, boron. Ya ebuama enobaya suyi. Wo betimi de Yara Vita egugu crops ahodo te se tomatoes, meko, mango, ekutu ni cereals so. Me wife kura ni mu. Ala simple. Yara Vita wo huna enye ya. Wo betimi de afra agrochemical foforo e de boss spray, agi herbicides, any weedicides pe enanka ho. Wo Yara Vita se de be ya fertilizer no kura betimi awura leaves anasa haba no nyina mu amobia ayi na dwuma yie. Na menye bia to he. Wo benya Yara Vita crop lift bow e wo accredited dealers. Ghana Fanana. Dodo Afre Yara Ghana 0302 779 854.
this out. Enhwemu kyerɛ sɛ afi bia enipa malaria ekuo mo wiasa fana nyina ebro opepem baako over 1 million people. Yabe boane sesese. Malaria edro lumatrona anti-malaria drug aba. Emofra enum lumatrona syrup no. Nempenfo nso efa lumatrona tablets. Ohwo yehye utipa wo ye malaria test ne bi wom. Hwehwɛ lumatrona anti-malaria drug. Every pharmacy na chemical shop ya eben wo no. Ninsi pharmacy ene ton dodo. Accra wo Kaishi drug lane. Eno sawo Medina. Fra 050-2174-361. Kumasi nso Ninsi pharmacy ewo Ashtown opposite Salvation Army. Fra 0322-039-889. Lumatrona, don't let malaria kill you, please.
FD ahwehwe sa ejede nkratoe mu agye atom se eye.
Ekona exercise book no the twin.
Check this out. Enhwemu kyerɛ sɛ afi bia enipa malaria ekuo mo wiasa fana nyina ebro opepem baako over 1 million people. Yabe boane sesese. Malaria.
For businesses around the world, today isn't a restart, it's a rethink. That's why they're partnering with IBM. Retailers are keeping their systems up as millions of orders move online. Call centers are using IBM Watson to manage an influx of customer questions with AI. And solutions built on the IBM cloud are helping doctors care for patients remotely. Today, we're rethinking how business moves forward. Let's put smart to work. Visit ibm.com/smart to learn more.
Many of us are looking for ways to give back or pay it forward. This fall, Shady Grove Fertility is offering an additional $500 to first-time egg donors on top of already generous compensation for your time. Shady Grove Fertility is looking for women ages 21 to 32 to become egg donors. If this is you, you have the unique opportunity to make a genuine positive impact in someone's life. Make a difference and become an egg donor. Apply online today at shadygrovefertility.com.
Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber,
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber. Signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Touch-free QR code payments. No seller fees until 2021. Not applicable to PayPal here transactions. Other fees may apply. Shop safe with PayPal.
Radio FBA to Asempa 94.7 FM. Betimi ahwe Facebook ni YouTube ewa Asempa FM page. Abra de djumedi ayatu ni din Minority Caucus Ebrel. Na yamwo no kra aben edisie yen no kra ewo amambu boni a ekoso. Sikadie basa abusua amambu ene aban ne hyehye ye boni a dia hokyira ba beto ye so. Na de hia pa so ne se ye ne wadi nkomo amwo manpanyi John Dramani Mahama. Na niswade hunu kakraka owoma oman Ghana se wo ba amanyuma bebu oba mampuntu abebu oba ma hoto aba no ye ne wadwendwen ho ye ne wadi nkomo na wahu why you must vote for the John and Jane tickets. Inti yawo da bia 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. See you on Minority Caucus.
Akwenhyia wo hoi esida ebetumi aye afidie akwenhyia ana ebetumi aye akomayare ana emdwodwoe mpo ni awudi kan ye no ehu hia pa se yade a wankasa wanya akwenhyia ana wahu akwenhyia a fra 112 ne nyamoaye intem every afidie a wode fa ayarefo eno nya akomatoyem efise afidie a wode fa ayarefo bebro ahasa na abagana Free 112 womre a wapomodin mu ayedin nejewo ene wabusuafo ene wadofo enkwa 112 imwa beba 112 nya hobambo memfre emre a wonhia moa esanse ebetumi ama obi a ohia emoa enkwa efri ninsa ye omamba pa
Buabin Asamoah, Communications Director, Emma New Patriotic Party. Asempa 94.7 Adarumanti, MPP, Yedi Majority Caucus.
bremo ifia de bia anwumre na nwotwe ene fa ekopem nondu obeka ye ho saa bre no a ye mpanyimfo akukudam ewo ye kuom ewo ya ban mu omba no mo abetenase na niema oman mu ye nhihye ye dwumadi ye atwam de pese ye ne ye kɔ ye nimu ni aboa wo na onso wabɔ wabrabɔ watibi nti bra na beka majority caucus asempa 94.7 FM ifia de bia anwumre na nwotwe ne fa ekopem nondu kasa papa bi na obeti
Hey driver, yeni abrepa option say enyi so afesi ka ma esisi a.
Ati sa peka foforo maye.
Mesra mo munya botre ma menka wom. Ebi ebeje so.
Ah, ye nya botre say.
Obua kra. Yeni unho time.
Hey, Akingo. What's up? Oja, me battery ne nye. Na oil no so. Why no so aye den? Irata Motors Aquafa Speed Mate batteries. Pa. All sizes for all vehicles. And the Speed Mate oil. Yeah, e ma car engine. E ye na dwuma ye ma ne chema wo. Wonti, en wa beje apasin afo kwam. Amom dwodo wa. Wonim gu say Speed Mate oil no e fully synthetic. Ewunia for Speed Mate battery mami na me from komra sesia me we straight to Irata Motors na copper Speed Mate battery and oil ni nyina bi and ye Irata Motors and the accredited agents ni nyina ubenya bi from 0264 445 268 and 0263 136 700. Speed Mate batteries and in the oil Irata Motors. No more disappointments.
Minia, na de tina wa busasa. Chale, minimo. Sisi na mishe medwumase. Na wanka sabehwe, brebi ama brain home. Oh, ifwa. Na de tina wa chia nwasha wanko na sa.
Oh, brasa me. Misi me no mato. Ame na se kakrape na ma bre.
Enye me kamfo Federal Blood Builder ema. Federal Blood Builder e won nyani nwobia ebe boa ama wonya moja. Ene ahoden. Ebi ni iron, folic acid, zinc, and vitamin B12. Nejuma muya ne se, ombeshama wapumudi SCP esita. Wa yari ma moja swate. We di enyansa obekeka haban dia bom anomansa na wenye mutidru. Federal Blood Builder abase obeboa. Federal Blood Builder abase obeboa ematan enye busiemu ni nyina. Ubenye biato e wo pharmacies any licensed chemical shops. Samojedri e Fidelity Pharmaceuticals Limited ene diaba. So open dudu etua. And your friend 027-088-8766 and 027-088-8773. Federal Blood Builder. Ebusiamo jedru. FDA ashushe se jedi nkrato inu ajiatum se eye.
Hello, Ghana. You free me Papa Fresh. Malande, every day I dey sort people on how to live clean and fresh. The guy Kwame Charles. Oh, Bejuma Papa. Oh, Bugwash public toilet. Now so center. No, if we clean the place 12 times before it was no good. Ade, teacher Grace to cry there. So infection where they spread for his school inside. Where they worry am. My means the man chop bar. Those days nobody they go there. Cause of flies where they there. Every day they there. Now submit the Imperial Order Disinfecting Cleaning Blend. Every Imperial Industries. Baby, I come back. Yabaya say for Imperial ODCB reference room. Na for people ni na. About rooms. Ayarisabia top bar. Any baby out to ball a gubia. Na hope you ODCB. 2 pump say. Now what we show now by. Open the door. For it was 0277 710 614 and 0277 710 615. FDA I say didn't cry to my jet to say yeah. We are carpenter ni, mason ni, steel bender, baker, and now person onye sa adwuma mu bia na mom woni gye ho sa ba adwuma ama no ne akwanya kese na bay. Don Marcus travel and tour sortil, nyuma kese o Poland, Montenegro, Lithuania, Romania, Portugal, and Dubai. Ye mo adwuma ya krata, ba bia beda so de mananya odadwen kra. Eye free. Se onim se corona mrene wo mi. Now so e mananya odadwen kra. Bo so me na de ko numu ne de be yo krata sem ni na ama. Unia Don Marcus travel and tour. Ne mo ba memma renfield passport birth set abraba pick your form no watch 200 Ghana cedis pet Fred Marcus travel and tour so 0302 908 698 and answer 024 904 5442 and answer 020 4949 520 email on donmarcustravels@gmail.com. Don Marcus travel and tour so ye wo Sprinters Road Bachona Total Filling Station in Chempe. Don Marcus travel and tours, your reliable travels consult.
Your cremuchi, your cremuchi 20, and about some. I want a Fiat Dana Jungle about 10 p.m. Before feeding into baby, Fatwa Sampa 94.7. Where you come on, girls, you dear. And come with dear, my papa, but Slammy Jam with the Atim Sampa, and come on there, dear young boy, dear man for young boy, me age, me 25 years. Sugar daddy, 70 years, episode Warrior, now marry him. She hear me. Just say, what jump at dear, and you made it more. Yes, a very money, dear, in your jump at you. But so, Ushumwa, is valuable than all with dear. Oh, you don't feel bad about your body. The only thing about me, what our body honest over exercise or a full from a one before I do into that okata. So, baby, be a fruit. My name is Powerful. Yet, I'm here and come on. A day for to some more brown come on. A ma or dog, I can see a ditch. They sing dear. See the girl show on a sampa. If you are done, you know, do with your girl, Nana, you are silky.
Senyoma papa eba wa kwemu a wo se wotumi ya hoboa emma enyoma ehu hia te se wo hwehwe TV remote entwe wa adwene emfree enyoma papa ebetumi aba wa kwemu enunti ena TCL edi P715 TV foforo no abetoja TV a wo sutumi e use Google Assistant nakasa wo beke gumu bia no edi su pepepe P715 TV emma wa kwenya ma wo ye ne ehu hia te se wo ne enkwala no edi agro ana wo ne wodofu bi enya nketa hodie ne hia ne se wo beka se go TV nim na TV ni bedi won hihye so pepepe TCL P715 hands-free voice control TV wo benye bia to ewo TCL shops ewo Ghana fane nyina ana freye wo 0202698398 ana 0596913298 wo betumi akoya website nso ewo www.tclghana.com TCL the creative life.
Wopesa we IT specialist and na say wopesa we CEO e was our business now with yesu weni sunana and now wopesa we semtroni and now po edawakuma so say wopesa obi wanka so fashion line na ene tutu mike na befa wo admission forms e wo Blue Crest University College ne boy 100 Ghana cedis said ya beya ubetumi atro ye 45 minutes online instruction bi so wopesa coupon addition edimudia enu ani Blue Crest University College ye de ho abata enyuma eku akukudam ebene IBM, Oracle, Google, Microsoft, and the University of Sunderland, UK. Ubetumi esua dia online. Our baby bia eyema obia. Yen September 2020 admissions no. Eda so koso. Ubetumi abaye campus. Ewo kokomlemle. Yani ATTC Technical and eboshe. Ubetumi afre. Ana ubesani en WhatsApp. Ewo 026-301-1390. Blue Crest College. Education for life through leadership, innovation, technology, and entrepreneurship.
Still Franco Trading your phone papa fee.
Franco Trading Enterprise our phone BAB. Say yes Samsung, Nokia, Itel, Infinix, iPhone, Huawei, Ebia.
Oh, our original laptops and desktop, computer and phone accessories, USB cables, phone cases, power banks, hands-free chargers, and antiviruses.
Franco your noa TVs aba 32 and 43 inch. Franco TVs no. And need daho. Yana Jodie.
Say crowd you hear Franco Bia, what we turn online, auto free francotrading.com, and now download the Franco app not to phone so free Google Play Store and Apple App Store. And the auto online Bia, when you 30% discount. The auto Bia or the bro baby.
Shisha Franco Trading our Facebook page no, and our more than 100,000 likes no.
Shanizuo Franco Facebook page no, now more than 100,000 likes no. Franco Trading Enterprise head office Wadabraka and the Roxy Cinema bus stop no. They didn't anymore. Branches no be Circle, Osu, Tema, Medina, Hacho, La Paz, Kasua, and Ghana for 99 and free 0355-939311.
Yara Ghana, ne famu shachirana. Sametimi atwa mi ametrata. Enem sika me nye free me harvest mu afinti. Yara beta pampa no. Mira. Yanso no.
Afe na ye be sika for pa.
Yes via.
Eja mutirinko.
Yeti dase.
Okrani biada eso na be mu amamu no. Na me so me de ni metumi edu sam pempenso we.
Se wote se meka Yara beta crop lift bow.
Ai.
Eye foliar fertilizer. Fertilizer e what nutrients. Et se NPK e be zinc ne boron nom ya ebuama enobaye su yie.
Wobetimi de Yara Vita egugu crops ahodo te say tomatoes, meko, mango, ekutu ni cereals so.
Me wife kura ni mu. Ala simple. Yara Vita wo hu na enye ya. Wobetimi de afra agrochemical foforo e de boss spray. Agi herbicides. Any weedicides pe enenka ho. Woyɛ Yara Vita. Se de be ya fertilizer no kura betimi awura leaves anasa haba no nyina mu amobia ayi na dwuma yie. Na menye bia to he. Wobenya Yara Vita crop lift bow. Ewo accredited dealers. O Ghana for na nyina. Dodo afra Yara Ghana 0302 779 854.
Hepa mixture. Usunumbi. Korean ginseng tea ya pomudin tea. Eyema honam yaw. Enkokra ne mrewa. Omo yari omo ho tom. Afei so yema wona woko sko a wosua de. Eye tea eboa apomudin. Na wiase afa ne nyina age atom. Enti se opa apomudin a ene nom Korean ginseng tea. Won so betimi akebi e wo shopping mall, Shell, Go, pharmacies, any online shopping mall. So open dudu etu a fra Y&J Company Limited 0277 555 582 and 0244 614 039. Korean ginseng tea. Eya pomudin tea. FD ahwehwe se dwade enkrato imu age atom se eye.
Papa driver, man in the me pesemiti asempa FM. Taxi driver, man in the me pesemiti asempa FM. Filling station, man in the me pesemiti asempa FM. Pop spot, man in the me pesemiti asempa FM. Quaristas moson for kwa master prayer honey honey na mutie asempa 94.7 FM. They say eka prayer na wajiso ewu fie.
I hear the incompetent one says he wants to come. he wants to come and do more damage. As if he didn't do enough damage. Well, we are waiting for him. We are waiting for him. Oh my God. A lot of our opponents thought we were dreaming. Everything they think is impossible. By the grace of God, we are going to make it happen. 20 months in office, apart from cleaning the mess of incompetent economic management. That alone is work in itself. Apart from cleaning the mess, competent economic management, we are putting in place the structures that will deliver. And we are going to see some major changes in 2019, where we begin the full-scale operation of the Sino-Hydro facility. We will see major roads, major interchanges, and so on, bridges. We are spending almost 1.5 billion out of the 2 billion on the road sector for this reason that our roads have been left unattended to. Even though they kept saying they've done so much infrastructure. Every district here, you'll see the problems you have with roads. Every district. You will ask every district, get to the Eastern Corridor and ask what happened. But this is going to be one of the areas we start when we start in 2019 on the Eastern Corridor. There's a major, I'm very excited about the possibility of taking the railway all the way to Paga. People think we are dreaming, but very soon it is going to be possible. Because this is the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. We just have to deliver. We dare not fail. We have a higher duty. We have a higher calling to the people of Ghana and the MPP and the Nana Akufo. No political party can be excused from this rise in political vigilantism. We equally blame MPP, NDC, all of the political parties are equally to blame. Unfortunately, it doesn't help us. It doesn't help us as a Zongo community. It doesn't help us as a Muslim community. What concerns us as a people should be our education, getting jobs, and being able to grow our businesses. We therefore have to ask the politicians when they come to speak to us, what is your message? I don't want to hear about come and help us fight. I want to hear about jobs. I want to hear about education. I want to hear about business. So what we want you to do is to form jobilantes. Jobilantes, not vigilantes. Jobilantes. The people who are working, let them give you jobs. Let's form education lantes to get education. Let's form business lantes to get growth in our businesses. That is what we want any politician to give our people. Allah has blessed our youth with multiple positive attributes and talents, such as strength, courage, knowledge, sports skill, entrepreneurship, vocational skills. And I want to urge the youth of this country, and particularly my dear brothers and sisters in the Zongos, to put their God-given talents into good use for the benefits, for their own benefits, and for the benefit of their respective communities, as well as the nation. The youth of our country should, and not under any circumstance, avail themselves to be used for any illegal activity, which will also pose great risk to their valuable and cherished lives.
That the health of the economy, the stability of the economy has been restored. So we've moved from there and we said, okay, we are stabilizing the economy. Now we want to reduce the suffering of our people. As we said when we came into 2017 and during the campaign, so many of our people were suffering. So many of our people were suffering across the board. And we said we will reduce that suffering. And thanks to the leadership of the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we are reducing that suffering. How are we reducing that suffering? The first thing we do is to build an economy that can create and sustain jobs. In the public sector alone, we have recruited over 350,000 people, and we are paying them. That is money in their pockets, and that is reducing the suffering. If you are unemployed and you get a job, you will see the difference between those two states. So that is one way. Teacher trainees were suffering, we've given them teacher training allowance. Nursing trainees were suffering, we've given them nursing training allowance. It was difficult to apply for a passport because you had to deal with Goro boys. Today, we have automated the process and it is no longer difficult to apply for a passport. We have reduced their suffering. Getting a driver's license, we have digitized the process. It is no longer difficult, no suffering involved to get a driver's license. To renew your NHIS membership, there is no suffering. You can sit at home, put it in your mobile phone, and you have renewed your NHIS. There's no suffering involved. Today, doomsaw is not in our lexicon anymore, and we have reduced that suffering. Today, our government is the first government in the whole of the Fourth Republic to reduce electricity prices. First government on net terms. When you look at where we were when we came in and electricity prices per kilowatt today, we are about 10% lower than where we were when we came in on average. So we are in very good shape on that. We've reduced import duties. reduce the suffering of many importers in bringing in goods by reducing import duties by 50% and automated the process of clearing goods from the port and reduce the suffering of our importers. Even the taxes on kaya have been abolished and we have reduced their suffering as a result. The Zongo communities have not been left out. We are implementing policies through the Zongo Ministry and the development to provide much needed infrastructure in many Zongo communities to reduce their suffering.
Barack proposed to Michelle at a restaurant. Where did Dr. Baumia propose to her to?
Hey, now Ghana for me, I'm sure that propose it there. But you know, say you worry.
Yeah.
16 years in here. 16
years.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
We've been married for 16 years by the grace of God. We met
16 years.
Yes. February yana 16. You were 14th February 2004.
Oh, 2004.
Yes.
I'm level 200.
And you worry. Into maybe go school term into University in 2000.
University Bain.
Because Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. No.
Kumasi Legon.
Kumasi Legon. Debbie, yeah, dear home. Yeah, dear home. Oh, dear home.
Oh, okay. In the 2000,
Miria University.
And 2004, Mowari.
And you worry.
Mushia immediately after we union.
Debbie, we met years later. We met through a mutual friends, and we introduced you. Oh, home, yeah, no, who say when you catch us.
Wow. Okay, for 16 years, and I'm saying.
Yeah, together we have 4 children.
4 children.
Yes, 3 boys and a strong girl.
Wow, 4.
Yeah, my 4.
4 pa.
4, yes.
Wow. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
4.
Driver, man in the area, me vicinity as FM. Taxi driver, man in the area, me vicinity as FM. Filling station, man in the area, me vicinity as FM. Pop spots, man in the area, me vicinity as FM.
Quaristas Boson for Qua Master Prior Honey Honey.
94.7 Asempa FM. So in the Yanko baby, Anna Yetteheya, Auntie Yamiado Masiaba back on air. Yeah, the Munina says Simon Munina Aquaba. Many thanks to the Vice President of the Republic for agreeing to grant us that interview. And he gave us quite an interesting interview. Nyamea Domoa Efiada Eda Yenimi said the Yedikai Akano Yedi Ekosi Senju Median your constituency watch program no Ekopiemo Sessioso ye capital for the Western North region into Watsano ye ko akwa kopiemo ewo Seshi Yoso and Timon Shannon Emfa Emayen. And the following Friday, so there would be another constituency that we would announce subsequently. But Fiada idea, yeah, about Western North. Seshi also to be precise, Eddie Kosi Senju Mediane Friho Abremo. And one of the things we will do, and they say, ye may be phone lines at Tum na yafa Madrin check on the interview with the Vice President. And as another advantage, is saying, Yamia Wadumina Utimi go through now, Freya, and then me was special voucher at the mount. Voucher near Inum. Now, a voucher for you to go and claim pizza, cheesy pizza. And we know the Bakwaji pizza back when the one said I knew you may be a pizza free. A Juma be answer over phone afre. Now once watch watching a one comoa, Yen Vice President Edi. Ba and you may could be a while. Ye Jaiwana said that. in fact nyame crabo be fuyen because they do a lot for this show. It be any Irata Motors. Unim say and they open car batteries papa ato. Any oil ego car more a speed mate batteries. Kaidino speed mate batteries. Ghana hanso there company ba kope and the speed mate batteries aba company needing Eddie Irata Motors. Open university education. Papa Broni Beka say premium university education a Blue Crest University College. Omuye brutal. Enti open profession be a weni so. Especially if you want to become a journalist, a PR professional, open so babe IT professional. In fact, the ODSC weni so biano for wenichre Blue Crest University College. Na omo emwao yara Ghana so fertilizer papa nyina Ghana eho ene etono yara Ghana omo ya ade dodo o fertilizer say we cocoa farmer we vegetable farmer we your friend is saying cereals and a woodria ni nyina okohwa wobenya oso na fertilizer kama na bibia koye tabia heba also boyen TCL the creative life unim say eba home appliances papa ejina ne nan so a TCL eka ho omo so boyen pa ene ye ekosi sen dwumedie ebrel enti hye so emam and unim say ura TCL shop bia ene ye the promotion bia your friend Get Freezy with TCL this season and enjoy cool discount with free installation when you buy any TCL air conditioner today. TCL ACs are ultra silent, they are energy efficient with 3-star energy rating, 3 years warranty and come with copper pipes. Available in all TCL showrooms nationwide or online at tclghana.com. For more info, call them on 0202 698 398 0202 698 398. TCL or say the creative life. Ekosi say on Asempa FM. Now let me read some few messages. Now for Yenshwe and Twaso. Good afternoon, Obi. Don't be surprised if the NDC holds 10 press conferences tomorrow because when the able Vice President of Ghana speaks, the NDC headquarters shakes. He is such a blessing to the party and the country. May Allah bless and continue to bless his good works. The next president in waiting after 4 more for Nana Castro and Nanu. On the way free in Sawim and Epa said them kind ye jebre akaimo messages ni nyinara e de amamo Nana Ekuamoa Boatin Wablikuma Central or say good afternoon Obi. It is always a joy to have the able competent Vice President Alhaji Bawumia. Anytime I hear the NDC talking about suppression of vote, I wonder where that illusion is coming from, especially after beating them by over 1 million votes. And so where from this suppression of vote? I am for NPP and will appeal for more for Nana.
When deciding how and when to safely return to the workplace, you need to be informed. That's why IBM Watson helps you prioritize employee safety with Watson Works, a set of AI-infused capabilities. Let's put smart to work. Visit ibm.com/WatsonWorks to learn more.
Hey, Prime members, join in on the Prime Day fun and spend $10 at Whole Foods Market in-store or online now to get $10 on Amazon for Prime Day, October 13th through 14th. Terms apply. Head to WFM.com/Prime Day to learn more.
Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber,
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber, signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Touch-free QR code payments. No seller fees until 2021. Not applicable to PayPal Here transactions. Other fees may apply. Shop safe with PayPal.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
The football season is here, and you can track the latest news, odds, and information at betonline.net. And while stadiums won't be full, game action will be loaded. Which players will step up to lead their team? Is there still a home field advantage? Will offense or defense dominate these early weeks of the season? Follow along at betonline.net as the top teams in football begin their journey to Tampa. Available online or your mobile device. Check out the site today. Bring the game home at betonline.net.
You've been camping in your backyard.
cycling in your living room. You've been enjoying rain showers in your bathroom, campfires on your TV screen. You've been counting stars and birds from your window and holding family cookouts in the kitchen. Now, get ready to go. Go on a real vacation. Take the wheel at your nearest RV dealer or at GoRVing.com.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Wendy's famous 4 for $4 is heating up with a new spicy crispy chicken sandwich. The queen of spice is delivering that spicy chicken you love with lettuce and mayo between 2 deliciously soft buns. And yes, in classic 4 for $4 fashion, you can get all that spicy goodness with spicy or crispy nuggets, fries, and a drink to cool off, all for just $4. Is it getting hot in here? Or did Wendy's just deliver the hottest deal in fast food? We got you.
Offer includes 4-piece nuggets, junior fry, and value drink. Price and participation may vary.
The Home Depot introduces new James Hardy Backer Cement Board with Hydro Defense technology. 100% waterproof, it's the ultimate barrier to moisture. Now you can skip the steps of waterproofing the entire board, just the joints and fasteners, and you're done. If you're a pro with a bathroom to tile and no time to waste, we've got your backer. New Hardy Backer with Hydro Defense technology. In-store, online, now at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Passes ANSI A118.10 waterproof test.
Central and anyway, Abba. Obi, kindly greet the super phenomenal Dr. Bawumia, the undisputed economic messiah of our time, the man who sneezes and John Mahama catches cold. He never disappoints. See the dexterity with which he's dealt with the issues. He appeals to everybody, young, old, aged, poor, middle class, and the rich. Mine, oh mine. It cannot be a coincidence that the whole of Ghana is glued to a Kosi saying on Asempa FM. Say Obama. Obi. Tomorrow's headlines: Dr. Bawumia shreds NDC and their Quatrequa manifesto, unquote. In fact, it would be better for the NDC to heed to the advice of the Vice President. It's high time NDC measured in the act of politics, because over-deception has serious consequences in the future. Gaiji, Newark, New Jersey, and Onudiweifi Abraying. Let me see if there are other ones here that we say. Well done for the interview today. Many thanks, my brother Fred Iamua, Ediaode Abba, and Fred. Thank you, and thank you too for listening. We appreciate your time so much listening to us on this show. Fantastic delivery by His Excellency Dr. Bawumia. Clearly, he has raised the standard as a Vice President of our motherland, Ghana. The NPP is focused. No time for unnecessary debates that will talk about Okada and mortuaries. 4 more for Nana Mela Onu Sunyane West constituency. And all the way up praying. Let me read the other messages we have here, and then we can make progress. Obi, I just heard Dr. Bawumia that they won with over 1 million votes. Who told him that lie? He should be truthful to the Ghanaian people. Yayera Koku, and all the way Abba. Obi, Dr. Bawumia is too much. Ask him what measures are they putting in place to make sure the Ghana city continues to be stabilized as we are entering, Christmas and especially election time. Gasti man, Brekum. When so say, ask him when will the Takrady PTC interchange commence? Okay, that's from Ohinijan. Ohine, thank you. Obi, the Vice President is talking about credibility. When it comes to fulfilling promises, please ask him about these promises as captured in their 2016 manifesto. Restore the Kwale Lagoon, including the reintroduction of its fish stock, page 55. Construct 2 prison service hospitals, 1 for southern and 1 for northern sector. Build a new military hospital in Tamale. Establish an oil refinery in Takrady. Reduce government borrowing. They didn't say reduce the rate of government borrowing. Just to mention a few, please ask the VIP as to whether he and his government have got any credibility left. Kojo Dankwa of the NDC. And or the way a buyer. We say, okay, Let me see if we can deal with some other messages. Okay, this is from Musa Abatwa. Musa Abatwa Wukuma says, Obi, in all sincerity, is he saying the fundamentals of the economy are strong, hence the city is stable? On the issue of Zongo, ask him why are teachers of Makaranta denied payment for almost 2 years? Some of them have been deleted from the payroll. What about 2 billion Ghana's these claims by Zongo minister that has been used to desalt Abu Pelele? Meanwhile, no work has been done. That's from Musa Abatwa. Obi, beyond the $10 billion Phantom Hope City project, mention can also be made of the XTS Korean deal, which coincidentally, the NDC tells us it was costing the taxpayer $10 billion. Just like the so-called big push, the NDC's fixation on $10 billion can only be fascinating. Kudos to His Excellency the Digital Vice President for once again exposing the NDC's legendary crassitude and incompetence. It is understandable why the NDC sees Bawumia as their biggest nightmare. What a delivery from a man who believes in the Ghanaian dream. Idi Muhayuddin and Odiwe Abrey. Obi, you would have to compliment Dr. Bawumia for his tree-speaking capabilities. Now, Quatrequa Manifesto, you add. This one says, let me deal with some other messages and then we can make progress. We say, Obi, there is no doubt that the Akufo-Addo government has done far better than the Mahama administration. It as simple as that. The figures and the records support this, i.e. GDP growth, agricultural growth, industry growth, inflation, interest rates, exchange rate depreciation, fiscal deficit, rate of debt accumulation, trade balance, current account balance, gross international reserves, creation of jobs, teacher and nursing training allowances, cost of electricity and water. I now understand why the Ashanti Regional Chief Imam, Abdul Mumin Harun, described him as a precious gift from Allah. We of the NPP will protect and support him for our great nation to reap the full benefit from his unique gift. Indeed, Ghana is in safe hands. God knows what is good for his people. Hence, the Akufo-Addo and Bawumia PhD we have today. They are working assiduously to meet the immediate and collective aspirations of the citizenry. We are not returning to the era of create, loot, and share. Samuel Brian Boabeng is in our she. Obi, we have gold in the person of Dr. Bawumia, a generational asset. For more fanana, Fieron ewo mata heko, onone dia o dia ba enye. We say, Obi, thank you for another wonderful interview. Your questions were on point, but the one that wicked me is the last part concerning Samira. Lejokuku for doctor. Nana Amponsa Bidiako Nidia or Dia Breye Enono. There's one here from Mr. President in Denmark. Honorable Obi, good afternoon. Greetings from MPP Denmark to the most intelligent, innovative, and powerful Vice President, Dr. Bawumia. We Ghanaians are very lucky and happy to have him. There is no doubt he is the best Vice President in Ghana's fourth Republican dispensation. For more for him and Nana to do more for Ghanaians. Let me see the other messages we have here, and then we would make progress. Okay. This one from Alhaji Hamza, and he says, Obi, if the Vice President is today talking about credibility, then it is time. Okay, then it's time we asked him about 2016, what he said about foreigners on our voters register, that it was full of foreigners. Please ask him where are the remaining evidence he promised to provide. This is where credibility comes in. Alhaji Hamza or Pig Farm. It's a great show. Please ask Dr. Bawumia if he's aware the St. Dominic Hospital in Akwetia has stopped accepting NHIS card since last year, practicing strict cash and carry. Thanks, Kobe. Ono ewo kede ena odiwe Abrey. Obi, good evening. The Vice President is claiming that someone is not making sense. Really? Okay, to me, his explanation did not make sense to me. Okay, because an officer from the National Security told me that it's a calculated attempt to, okay, that's what you claim. We cannot really substantiate the basis for some of those claims. Ejakojo Dallas in Texas say, Obi, good afternoon. We thank the Vice President for taking time off to visit us in Dallas. We really appreciate him. Keep up the good work from Mother Ghana. Generational Vice President. Regards to Dr. Gideon Boakon and Sampine. Messages no Edorson pa. Anthony Nupenu edenedie ebaye. Anthony Nupenu. No, Anthony Nupenu, you're too much. We're too much. Ma mention. Okay, Anthony Nupenu say, is there a Pualugu Dam in the north, please? Sword cutting doesn't mean a dam has been constructed. Oh, but I think he said, yeah, they are Omu Ace, I mean, Busan impose from the Nimno, it has not started. And Oka say, flats ninti earthworks no muntimi enye. You need that to start the project. Now I even followed up with a question from documentary Kojo Yanks and Eddie Free Pualugu Ebae. Whereas Dr. Baumia should tell us the actual cost of Obichibilamte interchange, the funding source, and when it was approved. Another one there from Tony Nupeno. His final two questions say Baumia should tell Ghanaians what is happening to the Jamestown Fishing Harbour and the Keta Harbour. Okay. And also, Baumia should name one significant NPP project initiated, funded, and completed in Accra. Anthony Nupenu. Obi, good afternoon. Can you please ask the Vice President if he still holds on to his statement, and I quote, if your economic fundamentals are weak, the dollar will expose you. If yes, then does he agree the dollar has jumped bail under his watch and should be held responsible? Does this also mean that his economic team, which is headed by him, has failed the good people of Ghana? Can our VIP tell listeners why he has stopped giving the economic lectures as he used to do years ago and now a champion of digitization? Obi, we need truthful accountability and transparency from him and his government. By the way, will he and his boss debate JM and Prof. Jane Nana Ajeman? Thanks, Paul De Suso Eddie. And Paul, he responded to that part of your question. Let me see. Dear Obi, without any flattery, let me use your platform to salute my boss, the second gentleman of the land, and his beautiful wife. Many are those who climb higher and immediately their human relations with those they knew change. But not with the Vice President, Dr. Baumia, and his beautiful wife. From 2008 till date, they still remain humble and even remember to wish some of us happy birthday on our special days. Obi, I'm not saying this because he's in your studio, but so that others will know the real men in leadership position today and reasons we deserve more under their leadership. We were in this country when a certain president told Ghanaians, you cannot advise or speak to him unless you've been a president before. Unlike my bosses, I'll forever vouch for the ticket of the humble, hardworking, loyal, and competent Akufo-Addo and Baumia. 4 more to do more for a better Ghana. Regards to my boss. This is from Efia Akoto. Mame a candidate. In fact, Nixon so Kadino Eho. Deputy CEO Maslock. And Oduwefi Ebreye. Good afternoon, Obi. The secessionist guys of the Western Togoland need not be tolerated or encouraged. They are a bunch of nation wreckers who threaten the very existence of our cohesive, unitary Republican state, and they must be crushed. Greetings to Honorable Yabuabia Samoa Adenta MP. My name is Stephen Osaibonso, aka Bono from Adenta. Bono and Bono. Anyways. Okay. Let me see. The messages are just overwhelming. We say, Obi, please inform the VIP that the Drunkards Association say he has done well digitizing most services in Ghana, but they are not happy that he has not included digitization of the sale of Akpeteshi. Their president gave an example of, say, having a short code. Example, *115*2#. Then your digital address is demanded. Then the amount one intends to buy. You pay by mobile money and then it's delivered. His concern was on one of your sister stations. I'm sure he would laugh if you read this to him. Edwin Ewa Takrade Nedia Ode Abreye Enono. Excuse me, the messages are just too many. Wait, Ghanaians have high expectations of this government by virtue of their promises made to the good people of this country. For me, less talk, more action is the way to go. Hashtag Ekosise Alex Martinson in Koforidua. Hi, Obi. One thing I learned from my international business class during my graduate program was that any least or developing country that would be able to leapfrog into a developed world in the 21st century must make use of Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. This is what, by far, our Vice President, Dr. Baumia, is championing. He understands the times. God bless Ghana. God bless our homeland, Ghana. John Bat Ado, Ohio, US of A. Messages no endorse into ye. Ma afe yen kwa homa no so ne yen fa mo calls kakra. Said me kan me 5 vouchers ewa ha. Ye de ema into ofra na unso de wadwen kire aba ene interview ayeye na ya ma voucher ne ba ko. Na osi wo behia den omo oba on fa the ID card. And okay. The valid ID card no Musa Jackson in Tiamoa 0302216545 0302216546. Good evening.
Good evening, Obi. Na foreman.
Nyame adomo me ho ya me patcho hwan ni.
Obi Farouk Tamani.
Oh, Farouk. Eye de. Super. Nyame adom yenti.
Na me show boss say ye kwatre kwabra body nyame mpanfiri so.
Amen.
Na nyankopɔ ma eye baumia sere laughter no emro aba bomuta.
Amen. Amen.
Mimi abema. Uni aba na madoku a ekina wo ye work. Enti ade a wo de bama me voucher yi. Me hon man be ba na be na me show me ba ho voucher yi.
Brabeje na okwaji pizza na wo de call Dokua constituency. Right.
And no quite early morning walk. But no more.
And so we are no wedding. We are no wedding. Yes.
I'm part. So now what that is good to you. It's not just about me. Ban the constituency.
Oh, okay.
After the year, so what happened? Obi, what would you say, David? Third, the strength and the eagerness of the governing party. How much year 2016? Or must double the app. Even still in government, or more in government, or more in government. And not sure the seriousness and the zeal, the power, the strength in themselves. Almost several Madagana. Obi, let's Ghana for Dr. Bamia, only humbleness, only Kata. You see how easy it is to interview him. Obi, Sana Ghana, Maya Dutch, Badaye. Omum, one Yastro man in there, Natachi. I see you, Obi. Maminja no the trust.
Yeah, that's it. Farouk in term into Oba, no Abejo voucher, no why? In here, your pan, Yamin Shroud. Good evening.
Evening, Eda.
Me pacho hoy na menyani.
Eda, Nanaya Kasa Pitabura.
Oh, Nanaya.
Eda.
Enti where we need voucher back now the akwaji pizza, e cheesy pizza, why?
Mr. Minia Farouk Beba, Pama no.
Enti yemfani nyina ma Farouk.
Me pacho ai.
Mate.
Pacho ai, ode ma Farouk Minia no men sabeka.
Mate. Yenti.
Eda. Dedi kan mame mo wa baso. Sane Minia Farouk kan no kwatre kwa ye kan anyasa
ye kwatre kwa
amamu de eda ye twam ewo Ghana o mayimu kwatre kwa amamu ye twam okay mame chia me mame amadoku aba bibia owo bia no me chia na me chia Eastern Regional Secretary ye Rajev Kwadu me PC Dr. Adumaku Kisi na obresu o castle me chia no eda o hwe ensem a Dr. Baumia ede abegu eho enda nwumre yi a me ho adwiri me na de me sere Ghana fo ne se yemfa form of onana no enka na nado dan kwakufu ado ho eda na yegura mahama time me wo paso nom ennan o ma anya kwanya anko school enne na nado dan kwakufu ado degree education by me wo paso ebi enne mienu atmota a wo tena metimi afro on century ni ama ya kwa atmota obedi hu adanse entina na do dan kwakufu adu education a odi aban eda asue adeso afura wo so papa na nka yare iba bisa ohun se eda nka yare iba ye pure school fees nka eda ye kokwa sika we enemi bu so free enemi da light mu free na wo ka tem se men kofa kakre kwa na yegwa mahama a du so mpo wantimi asobo yegwa mahama time ye wadani a me di machines ye madwuma me granny machine 2 wedding machine 3 ni na say Yero Mahama na mo wafa ni ho de na mo oyene onam chiska etima sre Ghana for so mo mani na ho Yero Mahama ni bibia de mo man bi de obetimi abeya no ye
what kind official statement from the team say enye sika na oche branded nose masks
o ye da kase ye nyina ye video ni bi enyim ye hu ye oyi ye eye sika
ma me na ase na me mfa nipa foforo wa ye da se pa nyame nshraw pa ye go so farm call 0302216545 and 216546 too bad we ento me nyina so good evening
nyame asomedwe na nkamo anyebiru we papa
me ba cho hwan ni
we ye wa wadanfo Nana Mohammed Kaswa Old Barrier
Kaswa Old Barrier ubetimi aba ha beje over voucher no Beje nefa kope pizza edi why?
Aya hana kumase kura mbaba je.
Mate, mayenti we.
Yo, nyame asomje enkaw. Ko start interview no, bitimusa zongo so ba bisa questions. Na ya papa so ona obo tennis about Thomas secondary school. Tamale. Me papa, mama fa chama the zongo minister. Incoming MP Sylvester Tete English Amanfro. Nyame ka mo ho. Ejuma si ene yete. Kasa no kra ye vice president betna wo akasa no. Ghana ni dia ende watie ne kasa. Ne bo obia me da bia me ba me ka o. Wa me a me pena asam me nyamfa so fi ni wo. Wa so wichi no kokko tuntum tai. Unyamfa so if the sitting president wo. Enti den na ye NDC